Was coming out right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. Oh, we got one more. Excellent. Welcome, everyone, to yet another episode of Whick TV. Happy Valentine's Day, gang. Happy Valentine's Day. We are here with the girlies doing tech support.
Hello.
Okay.
Tech support with the girlies. We love to see it.
And then once we get that done, okay, we'll start the show in earnest. But I wanted to go live on time and say hi and make sure that you guys knew that we were here. We aren't ignoring you. How's everyone doing today? Has everyone gotten flowers, chocolates, all that?
I didn't get shit.
Are you asking me?
Me neither.
All of you. None of you.
I got a call from one of my bosses
that that
scared me.
I got chocolate.
I got a scary call.
Let me get my
from
chocolate. I got. Someone sent me chocolate.
You got chocolate?
Yeah, give me a second.
I was getting off work, and then one of my bosses, like my upper bosses, called me, and I was like,
"Ooh, we don't like the big bosses."
Yeah,
big bosses.
He was a C-suite, so I was like, "Oh my god, this is terrifying." My worst nightmare. On Valentine.
Where the girlies can the girlies take a selfie midstream?
I got chocolate. Are you telling me none of y'all got chocolate? I can't believe it. I don't understand it. What is going on with the world? Lads, fellas, you guys suck.
I said I got a terrifying voice call from one of my bosses after work ended. So that was my Valentine's. That's why I was freaking out if I was going to make it on time.
Terrifying voice call. Well, I'm glad that it worked out, right? I'm glad that it worked out.
Yeah, I'm not fired, so worked out.
We're being asked if you even like chocolate.
I'm not a huge fan of candy in general.
I like some chocolates. You know, I hated chocolate as a kid, though, with a passion. Hated it. I'm taking this football. I hate it.
I really like baked goods.
Aqua, how's the camera stuff coming? How you doing?
Give me one. I'm gonna try to share my OBS screen and see if somebody can figure it out through there, because I cannot figure it out for the life of me why it's not working.
Let's do it. Let's hit that share screen button. Let's see if you have a role for it. I'll make sure you can. Hold on. Let's see. I gotta give you a certain role for this because I don't want people popping in and starting going crazy. Oh, excuse me.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Going crazy. That was insane.
I know. It's terrible.
Ow.
Okay, stream help. There you go. You should be able to share your screen now, and we can. Oh, there you go. Speak of the devil.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. We'll get to the callers. We see you guys lining up. I promise you, we'll get to you. We're just we're helping Aqua here, so you can see her lovely face.
There we go.
And we can have the full experience. Okay.
You know, I always put on a lip, and then I regret it the moment it's on. The moment I get it all good, I'm like, this looks wrong. Something's off.
It's not
Sorry,
showing your
woman
OBS anymore.
speak,
Okay.
but it's tech time right now, so I feel like I'm allowed woman speak.
Okay, well, we can see you on your OBS.
We can see your stream. We can't see your OBS. You gotta click
Yeah,
your
but
OBS.
that means
Oh,
that
I'm so infuriated with my shit right now. I don't think you can
if your camera is showing on stream, that means it's not going to work on OBS. So you have to completely deactivate the camera on OBS, and then you can activate it.
Go to your OBS. I can do this. I'm gonna use big brain. Okay, huge brain right now.
I got an idea. I'm just gonna end stream on there. I'm just gonna
end stream.
Sorry,
That
I
also works.
I have no idea what's happening. I don't know how to do any of this shit.
I need to figure out how to connect because I'm using like my iPhone camera, my iOS camera. So I need to try to figure out. Let me see.
We'll figure it out.
Have you
We'll get it,
tried
gang.
telling your camera positive affirmations? Might work.
I promise there'll be actual content soon. Okay, gang. Don't worry. We'll get to it.
Are you trying to say this isn't content?
Listen, you literally went live because you told us it was content.
Yes.
True.
Why are you listening to me? Okay, you understand that I don't
This
always
is the
get it right.
stereotypical man and woman conversation. Man says something, woman says, "Didn't you say this?" And man goes,
Why did you listen to me? We didn't listen to
something like that.
They get mad that they said what they said, like it's our fault.
Men, listen up.
Okay.
We'll be nicer to you when you're here. By the way, men. Sorry.
Okay,
we will be nice.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to like be really nice to people, huh?
Okay, so
well,
we can
really
see
nice.
We
It's
can
really nice. It's Valentine's Day. We're supposed to hype them up. Be like, you're a beautiful man. You're gonna get all the women in the world. You just gotta alter, maybe your personality.
Perfect.
Maybe if you just weren't you.
Okay, well,
you can look like you, but just act a little different. Just tweak this.
Men should maybe only talk when spoken to.
Okay, I don't know about all that, but I don't
Wait. What about my portion? My portion was good. Thank you.
All of your portions were good. So first of all, gang, just to let you know what's going on. Okay, if you're sitting in chat and you're wondering what the hell is this? Okay, what we're doing today is we're doing a little bit of a Valentine's Day show where you, dear viewer, can call in and talk to us and just hang out. If you're feeling lonely, are you feeling sad that you don't have Valentine's Day? Do you feel like a loser? Okay. Well, you can feel like less of a loser if you call in. Okay. That's what you can do. We'll hype you up.
To be clear.
We'll talk to you a little bit. It should be fun. So yeah, come on. Let's go. Okay. Well, thank you all for being here. First of all, I guess before we start bringing in callers, why don't you guys tell people who you are? Let's start with Buckaroo. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Big Papa Buckaroo. I'm a woman. I do streams with Whick. Sometimes, hopefully, I'll be doing more streams with Prime as well. And I've finally been on Gibbs' stream. I'm looking forward to some future streams with all three of them.
Okay, well, thanks for being here, and it should be fun.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Julie, tell people who you are. Why should they listen to you?
I'm Julie. I have no idea what to say. I don't know.
She's a woman. That's why you should listen.
Also a woman.
Really?
Okay. Great. We're batting 2 for 2 so far. Kirby.
Hell yeah.
Why should someone listen to me? They don't really have to. They can. it's not like a like, what do you mean? Why should they listen to me? I don't know. If they want to, they can.
Fair enough.
They should.
I mean, it depends on the subject. If they ask me about certain subjects, they should listen to me because
should they listen to you on Valentine's Day advice?
No, I have zero process. I mean, I have prospects, but I don't like dating.
What?
Dating. Yeah.
Dating is disgusting.
Gross.
So you shouldn't listen to me. But I can say what women are into because I am also a woman.
There you go. Okay, well, thanks for being here. Aqua Moose, first time on my show. A little bit of a tech issue, but we'll get through it. We can still see you. We can still hear you. Go ahead. Tell people who you are.
Yeah, I'm Aqua. I'm also a woman. That's pretty much it.
So, Whick, if she wants to stream like this, you can just right-click and
don't show video participants.
Yeah, don't show the non-video participants, and then.
I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
So right-click, and it should be no, don't disable. Wait, oh, she. Okay. Whick. So you would right click.
Why is it not there for him? It's there for me. It's not there for him.
I don't know.
Content.
So right click maybe yourself. Right click yourself. Right click your own screen, and then
Aha! I did it! I figured it out. Okay, we
Amazing.
got it. Thank you for that. Great. Awesome. Let's bring on some callers because they've been waiting a while. Let's get them in and see what they have to say about everything. I'll try to go in the order that you guys came in, but no promises on that. And if you want to get in on this, just join the Discord, gang. Join the Discord, accept the rules, jump backstage. We'll pull you in. We'll talk to you for a while. Let's bring on the first contestant on whatever the fuck this is. You're live, and until you get your video up, we won't be able to see you.
I was dying.
Well, I do know how a camera works, so luckily that's not going to take terribly long.
Well, hello. What's up?
that felt like an
That
insult to one of
that
the
was kinda
participants
crazy.
here. Just saying.
I'm just trying to encourage that. No, it's an insult at Whick. I put the tutorial in the chat for how
There we
to
go.
get OBS to show virtual.
Blame the
camera.
man.
He didn't highlight it.
Blame the man.
I was busy
That's the
doing
only
Always.
reason I'm here.
But anyway, what do you have for us today? What questions do you have? What do you want to talk about? Like, how's your Valentine's Day going, brother?
It's been pretty boring so far, to be honest with you. I got some work done. It's a day off. So I got some alternative work done and some more interviews. And honestly, it was just a really boring day. And I was happy for it to be a boring day so far. We're probably going to go out to dinner later tonight, though.
You and your significant other.
Wick and I.
Oh,
That was the question I
Hell
came
yeah.
in for. Was Wick, who's your Valentine?
Everyone in this call, everyone in
That's
my
bullshit
chat,
answer.
you're all my Valentines
Total-
today. Okay. Exactly.
Sorry. My bad. Sorry.
But yeah, okay. So you're here. You wanted to call in.
You asked me
Ladies.
to call in. That's why I wanted to talk.
I wanted to get people in. Ladies, okay, ladies, let's do this thing. Rate him. Let's go. Girls, come on.
This is
time to get
crazy.
rated.
What?
Rate him.
Wait,
No.
that's weird. I'm not rating him. You wanted to hype us up or hype up men, so 10 out of 10. Like, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 with everyone because I'm supposed to hype everyone up.
Sure. No, I'll take it.
I'm not gonna rate people
What's
based
your
on
rating?
my
Wick, why didn't you
subjective.
start off?
Well, I like the beard. Okay. Beard's nice.
Okay.
It's a solid one. It's filled in. It's not this scrappy shit. Okay. I like the open collar look you got going, man. The beanie. I got a beanie just in case my head gets cold. I get it. Okay. I understand it. So all in all, the presentation looking nice, man. Looking nice. There you go.
There's a little bit of hesitation on the beanie, though.
Yeah, I mean, like beanies, man.
You don't like them?
I don't know about beanies.
I
It's
know
a little
you
I don't know
low.
about beanies.
I feel like you have to show your eyebrows when you wear a
My
beanie.
eyebrows. I don't have eyebrows.
A
They're
little bit.
blonde.
No. You have eyebrows. If it's like all the way down, it's like you're looking
I drew these on with
a little
Sharpie.
suspicious.
With a blonde Sharpie? How does that work?
A blonde Sharpie. Yeah, it wasn't a good choice.
Yeah. Stuff.
Well, chat's. Oh, go ahead. But chat's not shy about rating you. You're a solid 5 out of 10. Is that Tim Pool's kid brother? Those such
Tim
things.
Pool's-
Yeah.
I'm not bald. I have
Right.
rather long hair, actually. Hold on a second.
He does. That's why I'm surprised you wear a beanie. You've got like
Holy
long,
fuck! I was not ready
beautiful
for that.
hair. Yeah, straight up.
Where did this come from?
Dude,
What the hell?
Charlie just entered the
You actually
fucking
look like-
chat.
put on your glasses again. Put on your
17
glasses
points
again.
easily.
Look at that.
Penguins.
5 out of
entered.
10. Who? That's crazy.
Look at that.
Dude, I want to put my hair away now. I'm ashamed.
Wait, his hair is better than all of our hair.
I'm so luscious.
His hair is fucking gorgeous.
I should have
you.
washed
No,
mine
that's very
today or
kind.
something. Holy hell.
Do you
You didn't
wear
wash your hair
product?
today? How often do you wash your hair?
Do you
Me?
wear product?
Do I wear product? There's no mousse in here or anything like that. I just shampooed and conditioned today.
Yeah.
Men
think I washed my
always
hair, like,
have the
once or
prettiest
twice a week.
hair. It's so frustrating. Like it's always like beautiful hair and nice eyelashes. When
Yeah,
they
they have
have
thick
long,
Wow.
flourishing
Okay.
hair.
Feel like I'm getting shots, right? Taking strays.
You're the
here.
one making.
What is
you're the
going
one
on?
making
You got the
face,
beard,
okay?
you got
brought
the
this on
beard.
by bringing up-
I said the most luxurious hair, not the most luxurious head. There's a little,
Mhm.
you know.
What's going on?
That's
Wow.
totally true.
Wow. Okay.
No, that's a
fair
good
enough.
question.
We don't have hair. What am I
recommendations?
supposed to say?
What recommendations do you have for hair hygiene for men who might otherwise be struggling here?
Are you asking
Especially
the ladies
today.
or Wick? Sorry.
Wick is free to answer.
I got nothing.
Honestly,
You
one
know
of the
I
best
got
things
nothing.
is
And
when you
you're
get your
coming
hair.
on here.
If you get your
and
hair,
you- Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
if you get your hair cut, you can honestly ask your hairstylist only because you have like different textures of hair. So if you don't want to use like too heavy of products, if you have like thinner or more fine hair, because then it'll make your hair look greasy or just not look as like luscious as it could. But honestly, you have nice hair. I wouldn't even say you need like moisturizer as long as it feels right.
Thank you. I have too many split ends. That's the main problem with my hair right now. But that's something that anybody can do. And anybody can get rid of that with just like a pair of scissors. Like maybe go to a hairstylist first, but you know.
Yeah, I have friends who would like literally just cut off their own split ends. Sometimes I do that because my hair is like, I'm not as worried about the shape of it looking horrible. But if I like cut one thing just because it's curly. But yeah, some people just cut off their own split ends, and it's really easy to see them because it's literally just like the hair is split. And then if you cut them off, your hair just looks smoother and nicer and less frizzy.
Well, thank you.
So I have psoriasis, so I'm gonna go to a dermatologist soon and then see their advice.
There you go.
Please
Crazy.
get some Nizoral. I've started that recently. I still deal with hair loss all the time.
Did you?
It's why I
No,
started growing it.
hair loss is not psoriasis.
It can cause psoriasis.
Hair
I,
loss can
I
cause
don't have hair
psoriasis?
loss. I'm Filipino and it comes from my Filipino side.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
It's
thank you for calling in. Gelatinous Rube.
I'll see you later, buddy.
We'll
I'm
see
sorry
you
for
next
bringing up
week.
the hair.
Thank you for calling in, and it's okay. You did it on purpose. I'll never forgive you. Don't worry.
Pirate Blanchware
Bye-bye.
will be back.
Okay. Enough of that.
What are we supposed to do with?
I don't know what
What
we're
is
supposed to
that?
do. I don't know. I just thought I'd be nice to have people on here and talk to. You know what people should do? They should give me $20 like these nuts just did. Comrades, it is Valentine's Day. Go forth and make babies. I will do my part, but will you? We don't need more Wicks running around the world. Let's just say that, okay?
I like
Don't
the
be a
giggle
fool.
before
Wrap
that.
your tool.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say about that. But no. Thank you for calling in. Let's bring in the next caller and see if it's better. I don't know if it will be. Non-Fawn, you're live, but we can't see you till you turn on your
Hi,
camera.
Non-Fawn.
Hi, what's up?
Not
He's got
much.
his
How's it
shit
going?
set up.
True. Yeah, I'm a streamer. That's what yes.
I can tell.
What's up? Okay, so Non-Fawn, I know Non-Fawn. He's been on my show a couple times, and he said this on my on not my show, but he said this on Gibbs' show. So I'm not revealing anything here, but Non-Fawn here, and you ladies need to help him out because Non-Fawn's never had a girlfriend, okay. Not once.
Really?
What
Is
can
there a
Non-Fawn
reason
do?
why on your end? Have you just not sought out women much?
I'm not particularly social to begin with.
How old are you?
I've not approached many women. I try
What's
sometimes.
your approach like?
But
Try. Pick one.
Wait,
and try.
how old are you?
How old are
boy.
you?
I'm 19.
Yeah, okay.
that's
That's
not
not
bad
bad at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
My first boyfriend was at 19, so it's not like.
If you were like 32, I'd be like, whoa, but 19.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Okay,
it's
good
crazy
to
that
know.
you haven't. Had a
I have
girlfriend
years.
yet.
You got some time before you should
Why don't
freak
you-
out.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
But yeah, I'm just curious. Like when you say you've tried to approach women, right? Like, give us an example.
Oh boy. Okay. I guess like the last woman I kind of tried to approach, it was when I was still in high school, so still like a year ago at this point. It was just a girl who sat next to me in math class. I ended up getting relatively close to her. She, I guess I don't put a lot of work into actually trying to flirt with these people, I guess. I usually just end up getting, I guess, like relatively close with a decent amount of women. Like I have a decent amount of women friends. And if I feel like they're trying to reciprocate, something when I like ask them about how they feel, I'll try to pursue them more. This woman the last woman ended up basically leading me on, probably intentionally. I don't know. She ghosted me. We'll never find out. But yeah.
How did she lead you on in your eyes?
Basically, we were close, and she was probably the girl I've, actually flirted with the most. She invited me to like some festival. We went together. Like we were, I don't want to like, I guess I can't. Like there were cases where like, oh, we were buying like matching stuff, and she was like, oh, I'll buy the, pink one because of love or whatever.
I'm sorry to interrupt real quick. Did she know, this is maybe a weird question. Did she know you were straight? Like some women, I don't know, like may assume that you're gay. I not that.
Yeah.
Like
she did, yes,
in the grand scheme of things, not actually you, not your case. I don't.
Oh no,
I'm not
she's
getting
saying it's
gaydar,
not a
but
you
I'm
thing.
saying-
It's like a guy best friend thing. It's like a guy best
So,
friend.
like, I'm not getting gaydar from you or anything, but
Wow.
What are you
in her
talking
case-
about?
In her case, did she know?
Listen,
did
I
she know you were
understand.
straight?
Okay. She did know I was straight. Listen,
Okay.
It's fair.
That's what I was saying.
Fair to ask that.
But you
Okay,
said-
I
you
got the
said she-
bisexual lighting behind me.
No, that's not.
But you said she said something like, "Oh, this is for love," right? She was like definitely
Yeah.
giving you the signs of like, "I'm interested," and then she ghosted you. I would say first and foremost, like ghosting obviously sucks, and it's hard not to take it personally because it's like how somebody's communicating with you. But I'd say it's just so extremely commonplace. It's like it's not about you in any way, shape, or form. Ghosting most of the time is not about you. It's just about the girl. And I know that's like that sucks. It's not really helping that much, but like, never take it as a sign that like you've done something horribly wrong. It's just a sign that like she's not able or willing to be upfront about how she feels or like cut off communication for some reason. Like that's about her though. It's never about you if somebody's ghosting you. And I would say it's also just so commonplace. Like there are a lot of people that just don't realize how disrespectful it feels when you're on the other side and you're ghosted. Like if you've never been ghosted, it's hard to really think about like, oh, how would it feel if somebody I was interested in just stopped responding to me? Just slowly like dipped for no fucking reason, for seemingly no reason. You know what I mean? So that's my first thing. Like, never take it as a sign that there's something wrong with you. Like, it's.
I mean, there might be.
It's
honestly.
never you.
I agree.
I mean, there might be.
I think
sometimes.
I think sometimes.
I mean,
Damn.
everybody has
Oh, boy.
flaws. Everybody has flaws, but like being ghosted is not a sign that you have like this pile of flaws that like nobody can approach you, and it's just that somebody wasn't willing to tell you what they thought or tell you how they felt.
Well, let's
know?
let's get some other people in on this. I'm curious what Aqua thinks. Okay, Aqua, you heard this guy's
Yeah,
tale.
yeah.
He approaches women, right? Apparently he's had his heart broken a couple times recently. What can this guy do to get more play? Okay, how can he flirt better? What do you think? What's your advice for our young friend here?
I don't know. Like for me personally, I don't know. Like when it comes to guys, like I like someone who can kind of like move slower. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what in like details like specifically he does, but maybe if you're like moving too fast in a relationship, it can freak women out or something like that. Or if she can tell that you're not wanting to take her seriously, maybe she wants to go too. Maybe she thinks that you're not taking her seriously or do you don't want something serious. So that could be something too. Maybe being like more communicative about like what you're looking for right off the bat, I feel like helps out a lot too because it eliminates like any wasted time, any extra problems like popping up in the future, stuff like that.
Have you here's a question
Sure.
I have for you.
I
Actually.
mean,
Have you ever just straight up asked a woman out? Like, hey, do you want to go get coffee sometime? I really like you. I think you're interesting. Let's vibe.
yeah, I think, I mean, I did it with that girl eventually. After we had flirted to the point where
that's-
like someone in our
that's
class
once.
literally thought we were already dating
Okay.
at that point. And then I think there was another time, I don't fully count it because I was even younger. I think I was in like 8th grade. but there was only been one at a time. So
Okay, well that's the problem. You have to
So
ask them if they're going to say yes.
I do have to say, I think when it comes to like asking someone out, you know, there is this like period of flirting, but if you let it go on too long, sometimes it's like it gets confusing for both parties because it's like, okay, are you actually interested in me or do you just act like this with everybody? Like, do you just have a flirty personality or are you trying to pursue something with me romantically? And I think, at least from my perspective, there are a lot of times where I've had guys, at least in the past, who were acting like they were friends. And then after like months and months and months of just friendship, it felt like they just surprised me out of the blue by saying like, actually, I'm really interested in you. I really want to go out. And so if I had known from the beginning what they wanted, then maybe I would have behaved differently. And I probably would have been more open to some of them than asking me out. And I understand some people like want to establish a bit of a relationship before asking somebody out. But that's why it's even better to at least try to make it clear what your intentions are. I know sometimes flirting, you know, is kind of making it clear, but, you know, be even more clear. Be a little annoyingly clear if you feel like they aren't getting it, you know?
Very true, because I know
Sure,
with
yeah.
some people too, I've heard some people be like, "Oh, I had no idea you were, like, flirting, I just thought that was your personality." So that's another reason why
Mhm.
even when you're flirting, it's sometimes not always obvious, because some people just think you're just really friendly or just really nice, and might not take it that way either. So it's really hard too to, like, read people and take those hints, because sometimes you really just don't know. So that's why, like she was saying, it stems back to just being, like, communicative and, like, super clear on what you want, and like she said, just being more, like, aware of, like, "Hey, like, I really, like, do like you, like, what's up?" Like
Yeah, and honestly, if you feel like there's confusion as to like what either side of you feels, you're not in the wrong for being clearer. Like you're not if she's not feeling it and you're like, "Hey, I want you. I want to be with you." If she's not feeling it, she's not going to suddenly feel it a week from now, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
Like
yeah.
Here's
so
some.
as if you being clear isn't you losing out on something because it's also not wasting your time to put your energy into something that she's not going to want, you know?
I got some homework
Yeah,
for
and
you.
to be clear, like I try to be clear. Like I'm never
Yeah,
like the big issue with the last one was
Non-fun, I
that
don't-
she was the one not communicating with me.
I
But
don't know if I believe
and
you.
you
Non-fun.
deserve well
you
also
don't believe
like
me? Oh
you
boy.
deserve that clarification. It's okay to ask for that. It's okay to like figure out where they are and seek some sort of clarification because again, like if she's not interested, like there's no amount of like dancing around the bush that's going to make her suddenly interested.
Okay, here's the real talk. Here's the real talk for you, non-fun. I'm just gonna give you straight as a guy.
As opposed to my fake talk.
Absolutely.
Yeah, one straight
Let's
man
go.
to another. Okay, no, it
True.
was good advice. It was good
Mansplain it
advice,
to
but
me.
you never ask a fish how to catch a fish. Okay, let's just say that. But let me tell you this. Okay,
The hell?
what you got to do?
And why the fuck are we here, brother?
Yeah. What the
Where
fuck?
you?
I can leave.
No, don't leave. Stay.
Oh,
It'll be fun.
okay.
But let me
I
talk
wanna
to
hear-
the
I
guy.
wanna hear him
Let me
talk.
talk to the
Let's hear
guy.
it.
Let me
I
talk
wanna
to the
hear
guy.
him,
Okay,
but-
it's real straight. Here's some homework for you. Some actual stuff that you can do, right? Because
Is it homework
what-
or homework?
All right.
homework. This is something you're gonna
Oh.
get.
And homework.
You're gonna need to
Homework for the host.
learn. Okay, it's a skill that you have to learn, and you learn by practice. Learn how to take rejection. So what I want you to do, and by next week, I'll give you a week to this. I want you to go and ask 6 women out, like clearly out on a date. 6.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You
That's
think
all
I
gotta do.
know 6 women?
If you don't know 6 women, that's also a problem. You need to get out more. Find 6 women. You don't have to know them all really well, okay? Just find 6 women that you are interested in somewhat, and you can be like, "Hey, I like you. I think it'd be interesting to get to know you. I want to go on a date with you. Let's go get coffee. Let's go to movies. Let's go on a bike ride. I don't know. Whatever the fuck you like to do, okay? That's what you need to do. And you know what? 5, possibly 6 out of those women are going to reject you, but that's okay. You learn how to deal with it, and you learn to get over it, and you keep going. It's a numbers game, baby. If you ask out 100 women, one's going to say yes. Can you do that? Will you commit to that today?
I mean, I will.
Clear yes or
I
no,
can't
buddy. It's
guarantee
not.
you I will
Don't let him
find.
do this talky stuff with you. Yes or no? Will you do that?
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
follow up, and I'll.
You could also give advice for him to join more activities if he's not going out much, because there's more opportunity to meet more women.
True.
So
That's
like
also.
you can join like
lot of work.
extracurriculars, or like you can go join a gaming club. There's like every city in the world like has like now like different random clubs in the city. The gaming club, you can I don't know what you like to do personally, but foreign language clubs, whatever is your interest. And you can go and join these clubs, and you can meet people. You can even meet people who have daughters and are like, I want to introduce you to my daughter. Like, that's a very real.
I don't know about the kids.
You never heard that?
I don't know about the
I'll-
kids angle. Okay.
I'll go.
I actually have heard
I'll
that.
go. You know,
Like,
message
someone
my
knows.
old
Someone's
teachers and
like,
ask them about their
What are
daughters.
you
and-
talking about?
No, she means like
That's
like
very
an
like
older
small town. That's very small town. Guys
No,
will be
my
like, I
coach
want you to meet my
was trying to
son. I
get me
want
to
you to meet
meet-
my daughter.
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not small
coworker
town.
keep trying to get me to hang out with her daughter because her daughter's my
Yeah.
age. Like this happens. This isn't like small town
People
things. This
set
is
their kids up all the
everywhere in
time with
world.
people like other people.
It's very common in small towns. That's all I mean.
It's very common in small towns,
Most
but this is
small
still a
town
real
thing.
thing that happens in big towns too.
Yeah, it
If like
happens.
someone has like a kid around your age and they like you as a person, they're gonna be like, "Oh, I'll introduce you to like my kid who's around your same age because you guys seem like you would get along. You guys have the same hobbies, etc., etc."
Okay. I mean, maybe.
Okay. I mean,
This just happened to me. This
we're not
is crazy.
that. We're not that. I don't live in that small of a town. Maybe.
I live in DC.
You know what?
I
If
live
I
in
have
Washington
trouble,
DC, and this just happened.
Is it working out for you?
She's my work mom, so don't even talk about it. But I'm not gonna date her daughter. Her daughter's engaged. We're gonna be friends though.
Okay.
Bro, why
We're playing
not?
D&D together.
D&D
I'm not gay.
together. That's how you meet women, ladies. Okay, you just roll some dice.
Okay.
You know, oh, I got a 20 on my seduction roll. Okay, what now? But anyway, non-fun. Thank you for calling in.
But,
I'm gonna follow
thanks
up
for the.
on, and I'm serious about the homework. Like, no kidding aside, ask 6 women out in 1 week's time. I'll talk
I
to you.
think that's great homework.
Okay.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay, non-fun. Have a great day.
You think him going out and meeting like? Why wouldn't him joining more clubs and meeting more people be more realistic?
He can do that too. That is also good advice because that gives you a wider pool, but you don't need to like be in the same clubs with them to ask a woman
No,
out.
he doesn't. He
It's a good
said
way
he
to, like,
doesn't
meet
go
people
out.
that-
Yeah, he doesn't go out. He said that
Yeah.
multiple times. He doesn't know 6 women, he said.
And you don't have
He
to
said-
go to those groups to like specifically look for women. You can make friends, and those friends know
True.
people, and you like blah blah blah. Blah. It's not like
So like
you're just
him
like going and
asking
doing
out
something you enjoy,
people-
and then you meet people from that.
him asking out people he had like only one interaction with, I think is bizarre. I think that's like, yeah, sure, you're like almost it feels like you're setting him up for failure because like he had maybe like one like spoken sentence to someone.
I have met people and in the same day asked them out and gotten dates. This happens regularly.
Yeah, but this is like him.
You
Like,
have
he
crazy
hasn't had
charisma
done-
though.
But
Crazy
he
wrist
also hasn't
stats.
had interaction with these people for a while. He said he graduated. He doesn't do activities. Like it would be him messaging someone from high school who he hasn't talked to. I would assume for like at least a year because he's 19 now, and you usually graduate at 18.
He says
So-
he lives in a city. He could just like go to the park.
Sure, you said, but you
You
said
heard
ask
Whick
out
was
6
saying-
women you know.
Well, if you heard, Whick was saying like practice being turned down, practice being comfortable with that, because that is something that I think everybody who pursues someone else has to be used to being turned down and be comfortable with it, because like either you do or it like demolishes your fucking sense of self, it demolishes your confidence, or it just makes you bitter and you like fucking start hating all the women around you because you can't handle the fact that you've been turned down. It's reality that men get turned down quite often because
He's
they're the
19
ones who
years
are
old though. He's a baby.
Because
Like
they're the
this
ones who are
doesn't even
expected.
matter.
The best time to learn.
But that's why it's even better. Yeah, that's why it's even
Best
better
time to
because now
learn.
he can like enter his early 20s.
Get these
feeling-
habits early. Yeah.
Yeah, and feeling like ready to pursue women and knowing that it's scary to pursue a woman if you're spending the whole time like working yourself up over being turned down. Where if he's already okay with being turned down, he's not going to psych himself out. He's going to like be more confident in himself.
$10 from Deej Nuts to say it's not you, it's me with little it's not you, it's me. It's singing. Oh, I tried to sing it for you. Okay. $2, Aaron Gray. Happy Valentine's, fellow lonelies. Well, thank you for the $2. And then $5 from Deej Nuts. Get off the computer, pick up an outdoor social sport, and politely invite prospects who are single out to lunch until you find a match. Okay. With that, let's bring in our next contestant on whatever the fuck this is.
Contestant. Ooh, what are they fighting for?
Contestant?
I don't know.
What are we
I don't
fighting
even
for?
know what this is, gang. We're just
I don't know
going.
either.
We're
Hello.
You just
What
ambushed
up?
me. You didn't tell me you're bringing me on. I feel like I'm just drop me in a pit
What do
full
you
of women
mean?
like that.
I
Come on.
said go backstage.
Oh no,
Wait your
we
turn.
would hate
I'll
to be
pick you
surrounded by a
in.
pit full of
Okay.
women.
What you got
Is my
for us?
video
What do
on?
you
I'm
got?
on my phone
Yeah, we
right
can see
now
you.
in
We
a
can
Yeah,
see
you're
you.
booth at work. You guys can see me? I can't see me.
Yeah.
I can see you.
Good.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see if you guys can see me. All right. What's going on? Do I just ask a question? What's the format?
Sure.
Whatever you want, baby. It's your time to shine.
Okay.
True Valentine.
Don't
Give a
tease me like that.
story, ask a question.
Yeah, I have a question. So this might sound a little pretentious, but it's my reality. I feel like I've relatively recently, been in situations that I think more women would describe as their dating experience, which is to say, there are a lot of options, but it's hard to choose what fits for you. Because a lot of men will complain, "Oh, it's so hard to find a girlfriend. I struggle. I never find someone who wants to, date me. I ask them 20 people out, they all say no." And my situation is what I hear a lot of women say, which is, "Yeah, I can go on Tinder and get 400 matches, but this guy's a weird, serial killer. This guy doesn't know how to talk to people. This guy isn't sociable." And I'm in that situation where I find myself being incredibly picky. I've rejected a lot of people, and I don't know how to define my criteria in such a way that doesn't exclude everyone, if I'm being perfectionist. So I'd like to hear your woman experiences from everyone except Big Papa. How do you deal with that?
Like for me personally, you just you end up clicking with one and then you ignore all the red flags and then they turn out to be a bomb, but it happened anyway, so whatever.
Okay, that sounds like
It's exactly
more of
what
my
you were
experience.
fearing, but you kind of just like if you like them, you have to go in for it anyways. Because chances are, if you liking someone, if you're that picky, it's really hard to find. So if you do find someone that you like, just go for it. Probably gonna regret it.
Oh yeah, good
Try it out.
Okay, well that's been what I've been doing, which is I just go for it. I'm like, let's see what happens, and what happens
How
is
old
it
are you?
doesn't work. Sorry, who said that?
Sorry, what? No idea.
Oh no, sorry. When I said everyone but Big Papa, that was you're Big Papa. I just want to let you know. But if someone else wants to ask me that question, I'll answer it.
I'll be honest, I really desperately want to hear Big Papa's opinion on this. Like desperately, I actually want to hear her opinion so bad.
Okay, fine. Big Papa, you're allowed to talk. I'm 28.
I think one of the big things for me is actually just determining what are necessities in a relationship and what are just like preferences, because I feel like it's really easy to convince yourself that all the preferences are necessities, where really it's like what would ruin the conversation versus what would be nice to be a part of the conversation. Like if there are people who can't laugh at anything I'm saying, like don't find anything I'm saying funny, we don't have the same sense of humor, we don't have the same taste in music or movies or TV shows. We have nothing in common. Like now I'm starting to see what is going to like interrupt a relationship where where if they like there are some things that are nice, like maybe he, brings flowers to every date. Like, oh, that's nice, but that's not really something that I couldn't live without. Where if we don't have the same sense of humor, that will be harmful to a future relationship. I think I wouldn't be able to have a long sustaining relationship without that. So, really just like what would your relationship need versus just what's kind of nice,
There's a
enjoyable.
There's a scene in
And then when you can
Alice.
figure that out.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
scene in Alice in Wonderland where the Cheshire Cat is Alice's Wonderland is at a fork in the road, and the Cheshire Cat, and she's trying to decide which way to go, who to pick, right, where to go, and the Cheshire the cat asks her, "Well, where do you want to go? And she's like, I'm not sure. And he's like, then it doesn't matter what you pick. This is a you problem, buddy. You got to figure out what you want.
Yeah, Wick, I came here to hear from women.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah.
They're failing
Opinion
you,
discarded.
and I want to
Sorry.
make sure that
No.
you get the actual opinions here. But no, that you got to
Okay,
figure out what you want. This is a you problem, buddy.
Yes. So no, I agree with that 100%. And the reason I actually excluded Big Papa is because we've talked about this before. But let me just give you guys an example, and you can tell me if I'm being unreasonable. Obviously, it's going to be framed from my perspective, or if this is something that you've experienced and you think is worth it, based on this concept of what Big Papa said of necessities versus, oh, this would be nice to have, but I do not have it. I recently ended a relationship which had almost everything I think someone could ask for. I have very nerdy hobbies. I have a very niche sort of sense of humor, and this girl absolutely met these things to a T. She, played all the dumb video games I play. She played all the dumb, Magic the Gathering, all that crap. That for years and years and years, men would just be written off by women by default for even indulging in that sort of stuff. So that is a great thing. One of the major reasons that I ended this was I thought there was a lack of connection for the same sort of intellectual hobbies that you might see in politics or like film analysis or something where I felt like our conversations weren't on the same level. Which sounds pretentious again. I don't like saying that.
Should have had her go on Whick TV to
that's
up her
fine.
conversation game so she could still be with you.
I don't see how this is an issue at all. If you don't want to date someone who you can't have conversations with about stuff you want to, like, why? Like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, I'd break up with them too.
Yeah, and on a surface level, I think it's very easy to say that on paper, but I think if you were to say that to most men, they'd be like, what the hell is wrong with you? This girl indulges in everything you enjoy, you get along really well, you have the same sense of humor, and you're going to give all that up because of this.
Okay, two things. First off, just because other men would be like, why would you do that? So many men have like no fucking standards whatsoever. So I don't think basing yours off of the standards of other men is reasonable versus like how it's actually suiting you and your life. But second to that, again, this is like a need versus a preference. If you genuinely
hold on, just housekeeping here, Bronwyn. You were getting an echo, Bronwyn. Can you turn the stream off? Like mute the stream or something? Thank you. Anyway, Bronwyn's our other guest. She said she was going to be late. She'll be here in a second. But
it's still echoing. I don't know if you can mute her for a second. Wait, I'll bring her back.
I'll mute her for a moment until she... Yeah, give me a second. Okay, try now.
Gosh, what was the second point I was going to make? Oh, again, this is like a point of preferences versus needs. I mean, I know it's hard to determine the difference between the two sometimes, but really, like, ask yourself, do you see longevity in a relationship where there are tons of conversations that you just can't broach with her, that you just can't bring up because, like, if you think, gosh, I wish I could talk to her about this, but I guess I'll go have to talk to somebody else. I see that as a sign that maybe there's an issue. Personally, when I've been in a relationship and I've had, I've thought of anything. I've thought, oh my gosh, I should tell him right away. I should text my boyfriend about this. I want him to know about my day, know about my random thoughts, like know all of this. And if I feel like I can't share that part of myself with him because he and I are just on such a different level, it's not fulfilling that need for me of like conversation. And I just don't. And another thing is just, it's easy to psych yourself out of having these needs if you pursue a relationship with someone, even though you feel like you're not being fulfilled. Like, it's going to be a lot harder to end a relationship with somebody if you've already started it and already been in it for a long time, which is why I think it's important to know these needs before you start, because that way you're not getting into relationships that are doomed to fail.
Okay.
Anything else?
I wish I hadn't heard you say that already.
Anything else?
For contributing.
Anything else from Soy Pill before we send him off to the great beyond? Any other advice? Any other thoughts? Any other issues with his approach here? Beautiful, wonderful. Soy Pill, Thank you for coming on. But honestly, no,
Thanks for
for
having me.
real, just figure out what you want. If you want and you value talking over your hobbies, that's a perfectly fine thing to value. But then just select for that.
Oh, I have something.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I was catching up with what he said. What I sometimes do on like Tinder and stuff before I even go on a first date is I'll send like a really, really dumb video of like something that I enjoy. And like if they're scared of that, like recently I did like a dumb anime video of like out of the blue, I just sent it of like Pikmin doing like this one anime intro. It was really dumb. But and seeing how many like people it scared off just to see if they were like with my humor and my interest kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I don't think men have that luxury, although I agree that that's a good strategy for you. You know, we have of the 2 matches, you get a month, and then you send them both a stupid video.
If you're
And
drowning,
then they both unmatch you, then it's not meant to be. That's how I think of it.
But Soy, you just said earlier, you just said
and
that
you said you're drowning. You said you're drowning in
opinions.
puss.
Send them your send them your VODs for my Whick TV debate. And if they're still interested, you're good. Okay? If they're still
now
interested,
you're speaking on men, but
good.
before when you were speaking for yourself, drowning in puss.
No, I agree with you. That is what I actually do the same. So, like, I'm saying yes, but I just wouldn't give that advice to all men. For me, sure, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I was giving it to you since you asked about your own situation.
Yeah. I just wanted to clarify for any men who might try that. Don't everyone do it. That's it. I agree. Oh, okay.
Thanks for calling in.
The world would be a better place if everyone did. I'll agree with that.
Bye-bye. Okay, Bronwyn. First of all, you're unmuted now. You're muted on your end now. Let's see if we can get her to work. You've been coming on the camera, but you're upside down. So let's see if we can take a moment and get that to work. Then we'll bring in the next guest. Oh, tech issues today. It's been fun, hasn't it, ladies? Okay, it's been.
I'm just so glad I'm not the only one now, because now I feel a little less embarrassed.
There you go. It's always.
You shouldn't be embarrassed at all.
Yeah,
yeah.
The only reason I didn't have text issues because I've been on here before, but trust, the first like 3 times I came on, it was a problem.
Plus, if you're worried, just DM me. I can like fuck some shit up on my end, and then you'll be even less embarrassed. Okay, don't stress it.
Okay. Australian detected. I don't think Bronwyn's Australian, but she might be. You can ask her when she gets here. Let's see. We can't hear you if you're talking because you muted yourself. I want to help you, Bronwyn. I do. Okay. Wonderful.
Unfortunately.
Oh, here we go.
Oh. Yeah, it's not working great. I'm gonna try my phone. Which unfortunately then I have to keep it's almost dead. So I will be back.
Okay. We'll see you in a second. Okay. What you guys here?
Your backstage filled up. What
I
the
know.
hell happened?
Well, we got a lot of people
back there. I'm scared.
Let's bring.
Should you start setting like a time limit?
Girls, don't worry. They're here for you. Okay. If you don't like them, just be mean. I'm kidding.
No, it's Valentine's Day and we're supposed to hype them up.
Unfortunately, I'm really good at being mean, so don't be mean. Do that.
I'm kidding. Don't be mean.
Yeah, don't encourage me. It's not a good idea.
You don't have to. Don't stress it. They're here to hear what you guys have to say.
Speaking of cohort, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, brother?
Hey.
You know, living life. What you got for us, sir?
Man, what do I have? I need a wife. ASAP.
All right.
ASAP.
But you hate women. What the hell? I don't
Who told you?
know this guy. He hates
told you
women.
that?
He hates when women have big tits and are wearing a t-shirt. He hates it.
Nah,
he hates it.
He's like constantly showing his arms at all times.
He says they know.
He's like,
this ain't me. I don't know who you're. Look, I love all those things. Okay, woman and the titties attached.
And why do you complain about it? What the fuck?
No, look.
We had a debate with this guy. And he was going off the whole time.
He was so mad about it. He's like, they know what they're doing. They need to cover up.
To be clear, I had issues with a particular kind of woman who's doing a particular kind of thing. I think you're well acquainted with what that thing is.
Julie, I think Julie's well acquainted.
This is okay. So if I have double D titties, it's not cool if I wear a t-shirt. But if Kirby does it, she's fine.
Wait, that was not my take. You're misremembering. That was not my take.
No, and then you remember your take when Whick took off his clothes during that debate.
Yeah, why does he get to get rid of that?
Whick, so you're laughing. Whick, you know what's crazy? They,
Let me take my
they
clothes
brought up
off.
the one take that we all agreed on. I was like, yeah, you're right. It isn't fair to have a double standard to where women have
I
to.
didn't remember. Well, the other dude, didn't he say the opposite
know
though?
what-
I
just
he
needed
may
to
have,
yell
but
at someone for a
I know
second, that's all.
I didn't have the time. Look,
You
anyway,
guys,
look.
I didn't
Help me
remember
get
who.
Okay, okay,
look, I have
okay.
limited time.
I don't
Help me
know
get
if we
away.
want to
Wait,
do a
help me.
re-litigation of that debate, but what you got for us today, buddy?
All right,
What's
look,
on your mind?
not to give you a little rundown about myself. So I am 30 years old. Full-time employed. Full adult, independent, all those good stuff. I don't have a lot of long term relationship history. Really, I don't have any. All my relationships have been pretty short. And at this age of 30, now that my life is a lot more assembled, both financially and otherwise, I'm realizing that I need to get one of you. Okay, I need
Which
one
one
of you,
in
and I need
particular?
one of you immediately. All right, and
One
I need
of
the
us.
great one of you. Yes, as in one of you on the panel. No, I need one of you.
Yeah, pick one.
I'm
Which one?
playing for you.
Which one?
Contrary to the current opinion, I love women. I think women are amazing. I've seen femininity modeled in a very beautiful way by my mother and my sister, another woman in my life. I have a lot of respect for them. I think they are
refrain from a mom
invaluable to a man's life. I think if a man goes too long without a woman's energy, a woman's touch, a touch or whatever, I think he becomes very hardened, and so it's a necessary part of developing and just milestones you hit. But I also want a family as well, and you need a woman for that.
Well, I'm going to ask you the same question that
I have-
asked, just if I may. Like,
Yeah,
do you
absolutely.
ask women out? When's the last time you asked a woman out?
Last week, and I will say that was a reason okay, real quick thing. I recently lost a lot of weight, a lot of life changes, right, in terms of both my appearance and my behavior, right, because for the past several years I was dealing with a lot of depression. I was going through it. It was a lot, right? So I gained a lot of weight.
Congrats on getting past that.
Yeah.
And
No,
a lot of that.
it was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. So like for the past 2 years, I was fully dedicated on my mental and physical health. On the mental side, of course, therapy, all that good stuff. And on the physical side, I lost like 80 pounds. So I know
Nice.
I before that, I had a lot more confidence. But before I gained all that weight, I had a lot more confidence. It was easy for me to talk to women. Gained the weight, became difficult. Now I'm kind of back into my stride to where I can be myself and be more extroverted. But I did that. I haven't cold approached in such a long time. And last week I actually did. There's this woman who I've seen multiple times at my local grocery stores, like down the street. I walked to it and I was like, you know what? I see her so much and I think she's really cute. I'm just gonna do it. Forget it. So I walked up and I just started talking to her. I was like, hey, what's up? I see you around here here a lot. I said my name, my nickname, or whatever. We get to chatting, and it ended with her saying she had a boyfriend, which is all good, right? It's all good. It's truth be told, and I know you guys are aware of it. The women here are going to be aware of it because they've had guys walk up to them before. You miss every shot you don't take, so you gotta take the shot, and it's up to them to hit you with whatever they're gonna hit you with. But aside from that code approach, I know in a pretty well defined way what I want, and what I want is a committed monogamous relationship. I'm not interested in doing any kind of hoe phase and pumping and dumping and talking to a whole bunch of random women and sifting through 1,000,001 options. I didn't have that hoe phase before when I was younger, and I'm not trying to do it now. I just want to get straight to being monogamous and dedicated. And because of that, I'm curious, what do y'all think about me trying to find a woman that will fit the more, I guess what it will end up being is a more traditional kind of picture of femininity? Because I try to fit a more traditional picture of masculinity.
What do you mean when you ask, like, what do we think of it? Like,
yeah. I mean,
what
I
do
think
we think about how you should approach women, or is it more
where I
like
might find a woman that fits, I guess, my desires, preferences. Yeah.
Church.
In your opinion, where you think I would find one, right? Because I have my own opinions, I guess, but I want to learn from y'all or hear from y'all.
Where should he be searching, Aquamoose?
Oh, don't ask me. I don't know.
No idea where to find a traditional woman? Okay, what about you,
Yeah,
Bronwyn?
you can go to church.
Yeah, church would probably be a
True,
good place
actually,
to
that's a
start.
great idea.
Just go find a religious woman. You'll be fine.
Tough for
Yeah.
me though, because I'm an atheist, so I'm not religious.
Fake it till you make it. I don't
Well,
know.
You're
are you
atheist
against?
Yeah.
Are
wanting
you
a
against?
traditional crazy. Most traditional women are more religious. Like
I'm hip.
they're
I'm
Yeah.
hip. Yeah.
Are
I
you
know.
against? Are you against the idea of being in a relationship with a religious woman?
No, I can't say that I am. But I have always thought that is such an important part of somebody's life. It's so all encompassing. I imagine it'd be very difficult for them to
I think
accommodate
it
me.
depends.
I mean,
I think there's a lot of religious
that's
people
something
that
you
don't
can,
like center themselves around it.
and that's something you can let her decide. You
Mhm.
know, that's not something you don't have to make that decision for her. If there's a woman who is religious and is still interested in being in a relationship with you, as long as she knows you're like religious, or I guess a religious perspective, there's no reason to, stop yourself from pursuing it. It's really up to her at that point, like what
it could be
she
a
is.
deal breaker where she thinks though that she could change him, and then vice versa and
Yeah.
stuff like that. There could
As
be a lot of
I
aspects
agree,
in
but
their lifestyle that are
I
very
agree,
very
but
different.
I agree. But that again, like I think at that point you just want to be upfront, clear. Like I don't want you to try to change me. I respect your perspective. I'd like for you to respect mine. I'd say also like where did you find women in the past?
Just around me. I just the ones that are around. Those
Just
are the
hanging
same. The
around, you
ones.
pick one like, hey, here you go.
The ones that reject me, the ones that accept me, they've always just been around me. I've never been huge on like, okay, so real shit. I've never used a dating app before, for example, right? I
Based?
never wanted to.
Based?
And I guess what I'm trying to avoid, because one thing I've heard about is like a lot of guys after they go through a dramatic physical change, after they do the, whatever you want to call it, a glow up, whatever words you want to use, they get in this mindset where they're like, well, now I just got to get out there and just be all over the place, talking to a whole bunch of women or whatever. And I feel like if I pick up a dating app right now, right, they seem to be so centered around hooking up. I have no interest in hooking up. I really don't want to go down that road. I do trust myself to be able to make the right, responsible choices. So if I need to use the dating app and that's like the best avenue, I will use my, willpower and my
Oh my
discipline.
god, it's
to
not.
I think it depends on
I
the dating
know.
app. Like if you go on like what is it? Is Bumble the one where women message you first?
Mm-hmm.
You might have better experience on that, or like something like Hinge. Like don't go on Tinder if like everyone on Tinder's like kind of greasy. But yeah, it just depends on
I
the
know
dating
with
app. It also depends on like the type of girls you match with, and also the way you approach women, like even on the dating
I
apps.
wanna.
Because like
I know with Hinge,
I've talked to guys on dating apps and it's been totally fine. I've had other guys who like within the first like 3 messages they're making like sexual comments and shit. And it's just like
Yeah,
okay,
that wouldn't
like
be me. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know with Hinge, there's also a setting of like what you're looking for in a relationship. There's one that says like, I don't know if it says hookups, but it basically says like short term, long term, stuff like that. There is actually a setting on Hinge to choose like what kind of
you
relationship
can do
you're
the long
seeking
term to
out.
short term, but I will like even from own experience, people will put long term because they know like they'll still try to just hook up with you right away.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so that kind of leads me to this, maybe one question I'd have for y'all is, so one thing I hear a lot is, look, cohort, you're going to have to date around, and most people's relationships go from like hooking up to semi-serious to like, what are we, to this to that, and then it eventually becomes the full thing. You're not going to be able to get away from that. You're going to have to
I don't think that's
do some
true.
of
I don't
that.
think you have.
I don't think that's true. I understand why
Yeah.
people say that. I think you just really have to like stick true to like how you feel. Cause like I'm the same way. I wouldn't have sex before I was in a relationship or anything. You really just have to stick to your boundaries. And if that person is not comfortable with you wanting to wait, then they're just not your person. Cause the right person will wait. You might have to sit through a bit of bullshit, but you don't have to like stay in bullshit. If it's just not working out, like get out of there. You know what I mean?
I wanna make sure that our new person gets a chance to talk. Bronwyn, can you hear us? Is this working?
Hello?
Okay, great. What advice here do you have for Mr. Cohort? I want to make sure that you get a chance to get in here. You haven't had a chance to talk yet.
I mean, a lot of it's been really good. I know we mentioned going to church, but then he's an atheist. But if you're against going straight to church, a lot of churches have like social functions that you could then feel like, attend some of those without it being like church, but you'll get a lot of those like the more religious traditional values, like women there.
For the record, I should mention this. I have no issue with going to church. Actually, I have no issue with, well, okay, so if I have any criticisms of organized religion, they're not the kind that would stop me from going to church or like having some kind of innate bias towards something. So I would go, but I would just feel a little scummy about going to a religious like event,
Yeah.
knowing I'm just trying to like just pick a woman out the bunch as opposed to truly believing in said religion. Like
Well, I also think
internally, I feel weird.
No, it's
people would.
okay.
You go.
I've personally like been to churches before. I mean, and a lot of them, at least the ones that I've been to, I mean, the ones that I've been to have always been like more on the progressive side. But I've always been upfront and said like, I'm an atheist. I don't believe in this. And they're still accepting. They still want me to be a part of the community. They are still kind and considerate. Like, I was even in my grandmother's church just a couple weeks ago, and all of them know I'm an atheist. Like even the pastor, I've talked to him. I went to the Bible study with my grandmother, and the first thing I said was, "Well, I'm an atheist," and they were fine with it because at the end of the day, they're people. They still like socializing. They still like promoting the ideas that they care about, whether or not it's like through this religious perspective. But again,
it depends on the person. It depends on the group. Depends on the person. I've had situations.
Yeah, that's why I said I've been to like very progressive churches.
I've been
ones
to
that
like
I've been to.
People have approached me before trying to get me in church groups, and I was like, "Oh, I'm an atheist," and they're like, they're right when I said I was an atheist. I have this one story where they just turned around and just walked away, didn't say a word.
That's weird
like,
to me. That's weird to me.
I was
This is
talking
a little
about like
off topic.
specifically attending a church and
Yeah.
like being friendly with them already, and that I would say that's a little bit different from people like proselytizing or like trying to bring you in from
evangelizing. Yeah. Well, I will say this, right, and this is a little off topic, but I'll just say like, if a church doesn't want atheists there, they're no church at all, right? Like that's what church is for. And I'm not religious anymore, but a church should want atheists. That should be the place that the atheists want to like. They want atheists to go in there so they not be atheists anymore. That would be the goal.
I don't think it's the not wanting the atheists there. I think it's the girls who are like, if they're interested in you and then they're talking to you because they saw you in church and then they find out that you're not religious at all, they'll be like, oh, that's confusing. You know what I mean?
I'm surprised. So none of y'all have an issue with the trad wife or the trad woman or me wanting that?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm
Why
glad
would I
if
give
you
a
don't.
shit what another chick does?
It's like us.
Me. I don't fucking
It's
care.
like someone like us wanting a certain I value someone with wanting to be why am I blanking right now? Someone who wants goals in their life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job, but it has to be at least they want to do something.
Yeah.
In my case, but I think it's kind of along the same lines. Like you should want something out of your partner, and so if you want to try to wife, I think that's completely acceptable. We've never had problems with stuff like that. That's your type. That's your type. Like it's not crazy to me.
I do hate to cut this short cohort, but we gotta.
You got a full.
Okay, we got a full house. But thank you for calling in.
appreciate
Thank you for
guys,
asking a question.
yeah.
I hope they helped you. But like last word, there's nothing wrong with going to a place to try to pick up women. That's a social event, like at a church, like at a church dance or a church rodeo or a church function. Start there, okay? I'll see you later, bro.
All right. Appreciate you.
Yeah, as long as he's not misrepresenting himself, right?
Ambitious. I don't know why I forgot the word for a second.
I told you
I did it.
but you didn't listen to me. No one
Well,
listened
that's
to
why I
me.
said like a social function, because if he's in church, that mostly implies that he has some of the thoughts for religion. But if you go to one of their social events, they don't expect everybody to be there to be a part of their church.
True. I have lost the plot on who joined when, so we're just gonna try. Okay. Hi, you're live. We can't see you till you turn your camera on.
You can't see me till I turn my camera on. Do I have to turn my camera on?
You don't
Is that,
have to, but you'll be a disembodied voice, and I won't know when you're trying to talk.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I'm sure this will become obvious through context cues, I think. So, I mean, unless you disagree, I just wanted to, like ask exactly what the stream's about. I was just curious. Is it like a dating show, or is it more of like a advice and confession
It's Valentine's Day. It's whatever you need it to be.
Well,
call in.
but-
Tell us what's your problem.
Could you I'm trying to ask a question. Look, it's okay. My question is then, if it comes to, I guess, advice and confessions, I have a confession. The confession is just when it comes to women. I guess I'm just curious. Like I know a friend of mine. Well, basically, I don't know. It's just sort of like, why did you cheat on our relevant? You fucking whore. You suck. I hope you kill yourself.
Well, that was
Go off. No. Say your piece.
So funny.
Julie, say your
At
piece
least-
right now.
Julie,
Right now.
go
Saying
ahead.
that I cheated on Alex is crazy.
He listed.
What
Okay, go.
the
That's
fuck?
your
So
piece. That's
funny.
your piece. That's your piece. Go.
I've talked about this on my stream a bunch. I never cheated on Alex. Our relationship was complicated. He likes to say he never cheated on me, but I will say he started dating a girl less than a week after we broke up. So,
and she was already
with that
worried
what you
about
will.
that girl and pointed it out multiple times. Just saying.
Ooh,
Just
I don't
saying.
know what's up with this.
So if we wanna play that game.
If I have talked about this on my stream multiple times, so this isn't like new information that I'm bringing out. If he gets upset that I just said that, it doesn't bother me. Like I don't care.
Okay, well, there you go. Gang, this
Well,
is
if you
Valentine's
had
Day.
viewers
What are you
come in
doing
and
on
yell
a
at
Wick
you,
stream
that's
trying to call people out? I don't understand. We're supposed to be here to have fun and
Whatever.
Also, this guy didn't even show his face. Like you fucking pussy.
True.
Turn your camera on.
Unironically.
You're gonna try to call me out. You can't even show your face. You fucking loser. You don't even know what you're talking about.
That part.
Okay. Let's
Next
try
one,
again.
Julie, you whore.
Hey,
Julie, you are.
hey, don't talk nice to me.
Am I live?
Oh my god, they're both here, dude. It's so
We are both
This is
here.
crazy.
Yeah. That's right. We are both here. No, I didn't come here for any advice per se. I came here to ask a question. I was thinking about this earlier this week. So I'll preface and then I'll ask the question. I'll be a little emotionally vulnerable at this moment. So I've spent a good chunk of my life being picked over, right? If a lady has an option between me and someone else, she usually picks the other person, right? Now, this doesn't really bother my self-esteem, but it does beg an interesting question to me. And that interesting question, I wonder, is why am I not picked, right? I'm like a pick me in this way, right? I'm going to be honest with you. And so I was thinking, there have been many times in my life where if a woman tells me that she's been mistreated by a man, she tells me she's been cheated on, she tells me she's had negative experiences with the guy, there's a part of me for a long time that was like, I'm going to be the man that shows her how life is different, how men are different. I'm going to be that example of a good man. And she doesn't give a single solitary fuck. It's, she might use me. She might use me sexually, emotionally,
let's just find
monetarily,
out.
all that good stuff.
Let's just find out right now, Xerxes, just real quick.
And so, but hold on, wait, because I had to preface this, right? Because I had to set up the
I'm just
juxtaposition.
going to ask them each to go and tell the audience why they wouldn't choose you. That's what I was going to do.
But here's the thing, not even just that, because here's the real question. It's not why wouldn't they choose me? The real question that I think is very interesting or important, right, is why don't you want to save me, right? If I am quite the prolific misogynist, right? If we can create the darkest timeline, and I'm just one of the worst males on the internet, I can just lead so many young men down an awful path. But you could save me. You could show me what it means to be loved by a woman. Why would you choose not to do that? That's my question.
Okay, Bronwyn, why wouldn't you choose
why won't you save me? I'm Remy Zero right now.
Okay, why would you
right.
decide not to do that?
Well, I mean, that seems like a bit of a loaded question there. Like, I mean,
you said loaded.
Loaded, well, because there could be many reasons women in the past haven't picked you, like we talked about before, like people's different.
But why wouldn't you, right? But like when I say I'm suffering, let's say my heart is broken, I'm in pain, women have treated me poorly. Why are you not compelled to show me how different women can be?
I don't know who the fuck you are. Why would I care?
You'd have to get to know me. So how come you don't want to get to know me?
I think
why would I get to know you?
I don't know.
If you're talking in the sense of your online presence, you said you can influence a bunch of people, blah, blah, blah. Like, at the sense of your online presence, I don't know how big you are, but, like, I think what you want, if women trying to fix you or whatever, let's say you do or don't want that, I think you would have to have a substantial online presence for these women to be like, I want to fix this guy. And
maybe,
for example,
why wouldn't you, let's say, go ahead.
Your camera online, it's a little blurry. People can't even.
Oh yeah, it's trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's trash, right? But you know what I look like, and you could find me. The question again is if I have never had a good experience with a woman, why are you guys not compelled to show me a different example of what a woman could be, or to show me what it is like
But you
to be
also
loved by a woman?
you are also like saying all these X, Y, and Z about you are another example of just like cohort of someone who was XYZ being like straight up like misogynistic against women in general.
So why
like,
not save me? Why not save me from my
because why would they
Because
save
it's not my
someone who
job.
hates women? Why not just go to someone who
It's not
likes
my
women?
job. You're an adult.
Yeah,
Figure it
it's
out
not my job to save
yourself.
you.
Like,
Yeah,
this
you're
is
giving
stupid.
like damsel in
For me,
distress, and
bitch.
like, how am I supposed to feel safe
is
and feminine
crazy.
in a man who feels like I need to save him? Like
Like
I am
women.
the woman. Like you're giving damsel in distress. You're
But
giving
that's
like,
the problem. But
"Please
you
save
say
me,
I'm
please love
giving,
me."
but
Like,
remember, you have to
hello?
remember the preface. Remember, the preface is I have always wanted to save a woman. Whenever they said they've had a negative
You
experience,
just
I
said
tried
you
to be
want to
that good
save.
man. So that
Well,
means
I
I've
think
already
How are you gonna
done it.
save
I've
anybody?
already
You
done
can't
it.
save
So
yourself.
I think there are two.
so this is the thing, right? So
That's
again, the
crazy because
question is
you
about
go on about
you.
red pill shit about how different men are from women, and then you're complaining that women aren't doing the same thing you as a man are doing. Like, bitch, hello.
But I'm not like the other red
Admitting to
pillars.
yourself
I've
out loud.
never been like them though, is the thing. So
That's
You
literally our
said it
last
out loud
debate
as
panel.
well
That's
that
all you
you
talked about is how women.
No, it
You
wasn't.
literally said, "I need to go find a husband." Bitch, go find a.
That would be great, yeah, actually. But if I'm trying to find a wife, that's not inconsistent. But that's still not answering the question, is it? The question
also
is,
preface
if
this
you
saying
could
You
hold on
can't tell.
again.
You can't tell me
every
I
time
need to
you
go find a
go
husband
after
if
a
you don't
woman,
even have a
there's
wife at
another
your
man?
side.
That doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't I be able to tell you that?
Cause go sort your life out first, bitch. Go sort it out for you.
Yeah, but I'm not here
Why
to
are you
fix
talking about
you.
me? You got your own problems.
And didn't
But
you
that-
also
it's still-
preface
I
this
don't-
saying like every time you go for a woman, she picks another man? Like
You guys still aren't answering
You
the
also
question.
said that you try to be
Why
this
don't?
perfect version of like something for a woman. Why aren't you just being yourself? No one's gonna fall for this fake. We're gonna see through that, and we're gonna know you're bullshitting and being fake.
That's great.
Like, oh, we're
So
just putting the show on. This whole world is
okay.
gonna crumble down in 2 weeks.
So
Like, just be yourself from the rip.
okay. So let's say myself is awful, and you could save me. Okay, that's hypothetical. You could
Why would I
change
save
my.
you?
You could change me
Yeah, I don't.
because I
Yeah,
could
why
be an
would I want
awful
to?
fuckboy that could literally make a bunch of children and abandon them. That's
Why
why
would I
you
want
would
to save
stop
an
me.
awful
So
fuckboy? That's not my
I
responsibility.
just told you why.
Save
I just told you
yourself.
why.
Save yourself. You
It
piece of
sounds like you want
shit.
a mother
Save
instead of a
yourself.
partner. It sounds like
Wow.
you really need a mommy instead.
Okay.
That is
So Wick,
crazy.
you told
That is
me that
crazy.
this was a big up, but I mean they have not big
You're
up me.
putting your problems
In
on
fact,
women.
they're putting
Like
me
that
down.
isn't.
I'm
This is an
I'm
insane
asking.
question.
I'm not. It's crazy. You're not actually addressing the hypothetical. Buckaroo, are you raising your hand to speak? Okay, my bad. Yeah, go ahead. I'm curious.
I think the problem is twofold. I think first off, a lot of men derive like a feeling of masculinity from protecting women, especially. So I think men will seek out women that they want to protect because it makes them feel stronger, and it makes them feel like they're a better partner. Where women don't feel the same when it comes to like protecting someone else, which I think everybody should seek out some sort of internal, emotional development and, resolving their own issues before going out and seeking a bunch of likely tumultuous relationships, especially if you've just left, an abusive relationship. But I think secondary to that, men often respond to being upset with anger. And that's not to say women never respond with anger, but that for men it's like much more common. And so when you're saying, well, I have all these issues with women, that sounds scary to a lot of women because women
But what if I
have been
came
in
sad
relationships.
though?
I would say every woman I know has been in a relationship with a man who has had misogynistic like views in that way where they're like, oh, I hate women, I'm hurt by women do this and that. And you know what?
But
Those
why not
men
save me
treat
then?
them
Why
bad.
not?
Those
But why
men
not
treat
show
them
me a good
badly to an
example of
extent.
did you
being a
want
better
me to
Like
save you?
those men treat them
You
badly to
could.
an
I'm just
extent where
asking.
like
Why not?
nobody.
Crazy.
But the thing is, like,
That's insane.
getting out of that relationship, usually the men aren't saved. It's usually just both the man and the woman are now hurting.
But here's the thing,
Where
Buckaroo.
really what
I'm
the man
not that
could
man
do
though.
is seek out some sort of. But why do you expect every woman to
But I
know
don't.
whether or not you're that man? because you're
I don't.
asking for them to
In
take
fact, I
this
showed
like
them the
massive
opposite.
risk.
Finish your sentence, damn.
You're asking them to take this massive risk and trust that you are not like all the other men who display a lot of similar behaviors, who have been aggressive towards them, who
So in
have
the
been
hypothetical,
harmful
we're
towards
gonna
them.
add in that I purposefully and with intent try to show that I am not like that. I'm emotionally vulnerable. I'm kind. I'm very helpful, and I'll listen to their problems. I'll even ask them, "Do you want input, or do you just want me? Do you just want to vent?" And they vent. Let's say I do all of that. The question is again, if I am that man, why wouldn't you want to save me from
Women
any
have-
of any
Xerxes,
I mean,
I'm
I
going
just
man to man you,
personally,
buddy.
I could go
Man,
now.
I'm man to man you, buddy.
relationship-
I'm gonna
That's so
give you the man advice. I'll tell you why.
No,
Because
don't man
women
to man.
have
No,
more
no.
options.
It's a
Women
This is
have
just so
better
ridiculous.
options. That's just it.
I just don't seek out relationships to fix or change the person that I'm with. I seek out a relationship to like have somebody that's my partner. It's so that like I have somebody with whom I can like live life and be, experience fun things. And if I feel like I have to constantly resolve their issues instead of like move forward in life, that just doesn't feel like it's fair to either party, because
But what if the
I'm
love does resolve
putting
the
all of
issue?
I'm spending all of my energy that could be spent on me and my life, or like moving our relationship forward on fixing their problems, and they're not learning how to work through their problems in the first place.
Let me get these
But
super
if you're with
chats.
the person, wouldn't you be moving with the person? Wouldn't that be solving the issue? In fact, if you solve the issue,
No,
then that
because
would be
I
moving
think
the relationship
because
forward.
I think
Okay.
Okay,
I gotta get these
dead.
super
This
chats.
shit is so fucking brain dead.
I gotta
actually.
get these super chats in. Okay, so just bear with me.
Can I finish my statement?
Yeah, finish your statement, but then I gotta get the super chat in.
This is why I said it's good to just like focus on your own well-being before you enter relationships, because at the end of the day, like you're missing out on, all the good that your relationship could have, because you guys are wasting all of that energy on just like resolving your issues.
Okay.
But if you resolve the issue, it would be fixed.
No, both of you, I gotta get the super chats in. I knew
That's
this
true,
was
but
gonna
that's what
happen. You guys
resolve
keep
means,
going.
though.
Okay, I'm gonna just do the super chats. DJ's nuts for $10. Numbers game. Go out on a lot of dates, but don't sleep with women until you've picked out a ring. I dated over 40 girls before I was 18, and it helped me pick the most perfect of wife. Thank you for the $10. $5 from Audacity. He ain't gay no mo. He loves women now. Women. Thank you for $5.
Who?
You know.
$5 from Seattle.
Audacity.
Why are we bringing him up?
Audacity.
Okay, $5 from Seattle. My date is in 20 minutes. Help. Oh, good luck. $2 from Dej Nuts. Why would you ever want a pity relationship? $10 from El Bad. Bass FZZ, that's Cersei here, is goated. Beautiful work. The stream finally earned you my sub. Shout out to Cohort. Well, thank you for the $10. And then $2 from Dej Nuts to say Cersei is a master baiter. We do got a bit of the line, so I'll give you one more statement, Cersei.
So I'll
Then we
end.
gotta
Since
move
this is
on.
my final statement, I'll say
Final
this.
statement, yes.
The purpose of the question was to see the degree of which you guys consider the man. At what extent do you think that your femininity or your love could actually affect someone positively? And what I find very interesting is that you guys didn't actually even address that.
This is just so ridiculous. I can't even.
I just like to say,
You didn't, but that's
no. Can I please respond?
It's just this is retarded.
You can't. That's my
One more
last
second.
statement. You can't.
Cersei.
You
can respond after
I've been in a relationship.
I'm gonna actually crash out.
He admitted his defeat in the debate because he fell in love with me. Just saying.
Yeah, he is in love with Kirby. Can we please move on? This is
Okay.
insane.
So
I'm actually gonna crash out.
You're
We
not-
need to move on. Thank God.
I win.
I actually was about to get crazy. So
He said I couldn't
Wait,
do
that's
it.
perverse
did
incentives
it.
here. We like Julie crazy. Okay, that's good content. Okay,
this is not good. Okay, trust, it's not good.
Fair enough. But you can state your statement now, Buckaroo. Just again,
I'm good.
we got a line, so let's bring in our next contestant on whatever this is. Hello. We can't see you till you turn on your camera.
Hello, Gibbs.
Oh, he can't see us. Yeah, here he is. There he is.
Hold on, I got
Hello,
you.
Gibbs.
Gotcha.
Okay, what do you
Hello,
got for
Gibbs?
us, Papa?
So, how are y'all doing?
Good. How are you, Gibbs?
All right. We're trying a new setup. Also, yeah, I gotta say, let me pull my notes here. I've been listening to some of these last few people, and that last guy is something I preach about a lot. He's a perfect example of that participation trophy mentality, right? Where he's like, I deserve something because Everybody else deserves something. You don't want to be that guy. Another person you don't want to be is Captain Save-A-Ho, whether you're a man or a woman. That's a big L. And there's been a lot of like power bottom mentality coming out of a few of these men here recently. I just got to say, it's very entertaining. But in case y'all didn't know, I'm actually a reverend. I'm a certified reverend here. We got my reverendship here. And I have 2 doctorates in religion. And I feel like we need to talk about the meaning for the season, which is St. Valentine's martyrdom today. How do we feel about this? Are y'all aware of the meaning for the season? Do y'all like this? Do y'all know the significance?
I have no Valentines, so do I need to know the meaning? Like maybe if I celebrated?
Yeah. Do you know the reason why?
But I'm not celebrating, so do I need to know?
Oh, well,
it's like if I didn't celebrate Christmas, would I really?
It really doesn't matter, because this actually is just a segue to my next point, which was that other guy y'all told to go to church. That's a really bad piece of advice coming from a reverend with a wonderful flock. I have to say, there's something that has been happening lately that y'all need to be aware of. It's called the Great Hoe Reformation. So it's where people go and they basically been a hoe for a while, man and woman, and then they go to the church and they like, oh, we want to settle down, and basically it's the old and busted getting with the old and busted. And this is something that people should be aware of, because it's a problem. It's a very big problem. Like, do y'all have thoughts on this? Is this something y'all have ran into in y'all's lives?
I don't go to church, and I don't really care to go to church, so no.
A couple years ago, I was in a friend group, and they were like very religious, and there was actually a boy in there who admitted that he had like a body count of over like 150 women at the age of like 22. And he like joined religion to try to cleanse his soul of that.
Born again virgins. Yeah? Born again virgin?
Pretty much, yeah. He can fuck 120 women, but he's like born again a virgin no matter what. So like, yeah, super crazy work. I've definitely run into people like that who have been like super, like, it's a lot of men for sure, especially back home. I'm in a small city and there's like churches everywhere. But I'm not really religious myself at all. I used to be, but not anymore.
Okay, I'll just say
I've been to church, but I'm not religious.
Sure.
And I never will be.
Rick, have you experienced the Great Hoe Reformation?
The whole
your local
Reformation. I've
Baptist
not
church or
experienced
Methodist
that, right?
church?
Because I don't really care about women's body counts unless it's like crazy, right? Unless they're like coming in with like the.
Well, what's crazy, Wick? What is a
4
crazy
digits?
number?
If
Some
you got
people-
4 digits, that's
4
a
digits.
lot.
4?
Insane.
Yeah.
That is very
Yeah, if
sad.
you got 4
Well,
digits,
you know,
that's,
somebody did that in a day now, so that's not
Yeah,
too
that's
wild.
like-
If you got 4, actually, that's an
Awesome
achievement.
raises.
Call me.
I
what
just
if I have
yeah, I'm
998?
kind of impressed, but I'm scared as
Yeah.
well, right? Like it
998.
frightens
Let's talk
Yeah.
about 998.
Okay, it frightens me. I'm like, oh my god. But here's the deal. Like on this topic, and this is kind of a little. Well, you brought it up, so I'll address it. Like the idea that they're going to church to repent of their sins. Oh my god. What are you talking about? Like that's what church is for. You are sinners, and then you become not a sinner. That's the deal. That's the whole gospel in a nutshell.
But
It's
that's not why they're going.
where
They're not-
before I
they're
was a
not going to
sinner,
repent.
now I am no longer a sinner. That's
But
the
that's not why they're
whole
going,
point of
Vic.
church.
The difference is, people are going because they say they want to repent, and then what they're doing is using this as a desperation baby trap to trick somebody into a last-ditch marriage. That's what, and then they never show up to church
Then-
again, and neither one of them.
That
is
makes
saved.
them liars and disingenuous, which is a different problem.
No, it's a major problem within the church. What
That's a
advice do you have to
different
give us churchgoers to stop this problem?
Make sure that the person you're dating is honest with you. That's all. Go.
Define honesty, though.
What do you mean define honesty? Are they representing what they want honestly? Are they representing who they were honestly? Are they representing who they are honestly? If yes to all three, by all means.
Like, okay, can an action be dishonest? Like, say,
Yes.
you know, the phone, like not giving out a password to a phone. Would that be dishonest?
Not giving out a no, that's not dishonesty. It's me. If I tell you I'm going to keep a secret, and then I keep that secret, that's not dishonesty. It's just not me telling you everything because you don't need to know. It's none your business. But if I ask you, for example, if I ask someone, hey, have you had a lot of previous relationships, right? And how many sexual relationships have you been in? And the person doesn't want to answer. That's their prerogative, but it's also my prerogative to be like, well, yeah, if I cared about it, I'd be like, oh, it's just something I really need to know if I want. Like, this is a communication issue at the end of the day. And being able to properly communicate what you need to a partner, and that partner being able to honestly communicate to you what they are offering is what you got to do.
I heard some objection to Wick's homework for non-fawn. I like that objection. I liked his idea, except I would have maybe just said he needs to go out and do it in public, like the grocery store, the gym.
Oh, I should have
I know
told him
that was
not
a
to
big
do it
debate the other
online.
day.
That's true. I should have told him to make sure he wasn't
Yeah.
doing this in Discord DMs. Okay, that's.
Did y'all decide the other night if the gym was an appropriate place to hit on somebody? That's the one I want to know. Because I feel like anytime you go on TikTok, you see gym crush, and then you see like the flirting stuff. Like this, was that one y'all came to a consensus
For me
on?
personally, I don't want to be hit on at the gym because my gym's tiny. So my gym literally has 2 treadmills, and the only people there are always over the age of like 55, 60. Like it's like a seniors gym, but that's why I like it.
I just prefer
don't
to
get
work
hit
out
on.
alone. I get really self-conscious about working out with other people just because I don't think I look good, like sweating or just like, being in my headspace and blah, blah, blah. So I rather work out alone. So if someone is talking to me, it's like my worst. I've had people ask to work out together. Even my friends, like Julie, for example, we went to the gym together. I don't want to do that. I rather.
We literally didn't talk to each other. We went to my tiny gym. It's literally like you could say, you could whisper and someone could hear it, and we didn't talk to each other the entire time.
It's just
Sounds
not
terrible.
something I prefer. I'd rather
amazing.
private
That's
at
how I
home
prefer.
gym. So like I pick times where I guarantee won't see anyone.
Let's
Yeah, I
pull the
pick
rest
less
of
busy times.
Yeah, let's pull the rest of the chat. What about you, Aquamoose? Gym, go or no go?
Like going to gyms, honestly. I work out at home because I get very anxious in public. So I don't like the idea of people staring at me. I actually was talking about this yesterday on my stream, the idea of like gyms where there's like dividers in between everything so people aren't just like staring at you and you're not so on display. Because if they had gyms like that, I would be going every day. Because I love to exercise, I love to work out, but I also have that anxiety of people just staring at me, which most of the time people aren't, but that's just that feeling of
Just the
like being
idea.
on display, you know? So I feel like if there was like something where there had dividers or something in between like the exercise equipment, I feel like I'd feel so much better doing it.
Okay, so probably a no go when it comes to men approaching you at the gym. That's probably not something.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not.
Bronwyn, what do you think? Gyms, go or no go?
Yeah, like they've all said, like it's definitely not somewhere you want to approach a woman for dating. Gym, there is a social aspect to a lot of gyms, but it's not that social aspect. Like it is like when you're going to the gym, it is very much it is for the gym. So you're working out, people can like, give you advice and like help you with different machines, that kind of stuff. And a lot of people make friendships that way, but it's definitely not where people want to be hit on.
I thought of something. You could maybe do like after a class, because she brought up the point there is a social aspect. So after a class, like if the gyms host like certain workout classes, after a class and you guys are all like, oh, that was a hard workout, you have a casual conversation, maybe ask them out like that. I think that's okay.
So,
and same with like you like walking out or walking around the general center. But if you're on the treadmill and you're like trying to interrupt a workout or stuff like that, or like you could tell that they are out of energy, do not hit on them or try to hit on them.
No, I mean, with what y'all are saying, I like basically was listening to kind of y'all's last one and this one. I kind of have a somewhat similar mind, but I think everything's situational, right?
Of course.
Basically doing sales, right? Like I come from a background, I did like wrestling, right? And I worked at a gym where you had like the classes and it was basically all classes, and then afterwards people would mingle, and there was a lot of relationships that got started up kind of from that kind of thing, in those settings, and so. I feel like it's also like you're in that at the gym like all the time, like between a certain time period, you eventually get to know people. I don't know. I think it's all situational as opposed to what y'all are describing as y'all have like some private gym with old creepy Earl, the old man. I understand why you probably not want to be.
Only Julie described that. Calm down.
Yeah,
What did I
I'm
say?
just saying. I understand
Well,
why it's not good.
Oh, that's my favorite kind of
totally
gym.
different situation. I mean, I'll tell you where I hate getting hit on. The grocery store. Leave me alone.
That happened
You
to
get
me
hit
once.
on
It was
a lot in the
awful. He
grocery
literally was
store?
asking me if he
Problem.
could like
It's a
help me
problem.
grab my groceries. I'm like, no. Why do I need help like grabbing groceries?
People
I don't
become
need you to lift a
I
carton of
think
milk for
Alex
me.
Jones. They come up
This could
talking
be
about
like
the
a question
dinosaurs
for
and
men
shit.
and women. What do you guys think about like women faces a lot of people asking, you have to smile more. They keep asking, they pass you and they're like asking you to smile. A lot of people do that to women. What do you guys think about that? They see you literally just looking like a store, just like a normal like face like that, and they'll tell you to smile. That's a very, very common thing men say to women. What do you guys think about that?
What if a girl asks me, if a girl tells me that I
No,
should smile?
no. What do you think about, let's
I'll be
say,
like, yeah, I
put
smile all the
yourselves
time.
in the girl's shoes and some random person told you to smile.
You know
Some
what
man told you
you
to
know what
smile.
you know what I hate, like, now that we're on this, okay? What I
Yeah, that's
hate,
pretty sus.
okay, and this is related because it's something that no one's asking for, right? If I'm talking to someone, I'm not asking you out. I'm not flirting with you. Or maybe I am
I agree with
lightly
that.
flirting, right? And then suddenly you're like, sorry, I have a boyfriend. Bitch, I didn't ask you. I didn't ask you
always give
out.
people,
I didn't
I try to
ask
give
you
people-
anything, right? Like, what are
I
you
try
telling
to
me
give
for?
people benefit of the doubt that my whole personality with, or my whole like perspective of people asking you to smile isn't you hitting on me. It's not you like it's not you hitting on me. It's not you like me, any of that. Not you asking me out. It's more like you're not going to say this to a random man walking by. You're only going to say it to a female, right?
I've told men to smile.
You have?
Hold
Yes,
on.
because they're looking
Why?
all sad and shit, and it's
Well,
bringing
I'm
me down.
looking at groceries. I'm doing a grocery list. Why are you asking me to smile? Okay, then the question goes both ways. Why are you asking people to smile?
Well, usually
I'm-
I don't.
I'm in the zone. I'm
Usually
focusing.
what
I'm
I'll
not
do,
gonna-
usually what I'll do, Kirby, this is the trick, okay?
Like,
If you want to
that's
get
not
someone to smile,
That's crazy.
Kirby, if you want to get someone to smile, it's real easy. Smile at them, and they will
No,
often
no,
smile at
Wick,
you back.
you're missing the point, though.
Almost
You're missing the
always.
point.
That works in Canada
you
super
want-
well.
No, hold on. You're missing the point, Wick. When I go to
That's
the
a
grocery
polite thing.
store, I be working on my rusty bitch face. Like, I don't want people coming up to me. I want to leave. I want them to leave me alone. I want to be angry looking, right? Like, I don't know. I think that's the issue here. Is like it's a double standard, right? Like, why are you gonna go up to some random person and be like, "Hey, smile," or like start a conversation with them? Unless like it's like, "Hey, can you pass me that?"
Make
or
a
like,
joke.
"Excuse me." Yeah, like make a joke. Like I never have the problem where which you brought up, where they like mention a boyfriend, because anytime I'm talking to somebody like grocery store or some other setting, I might make a joke just like to break the ice and something by. But it's very clear that I'm just trying to get through with what I'm doing and move on. Like ha ha ha, yeah, that's great, and then go on. They're not over here like this guy's not trying to talk to me. Like I think it's like the how you talk to people is a big key.
I had someone, a homeless person, say, "You dropped something." And I was like, "What?" And they were like, "You smile." And that made me giggle. It was
There you
stupid,
go.
but it made me giggle. You know, like
There you go.
stuff like that. But like when like some random man in the grocery store, you're looking for an ingredient, and someone's like, "You gotta smile more," and it's like, what?
I had a
Why
boss.
do I have to do that?
I used to fucking load trucks and for a delivery company. I would load trucks and I'm like covered in sweat. I've been there for like 5-6 hours at least. And I'm like in the middle of moving a box, and my boss would be like, "Smile. You look angry.
I'd be pretty
Smile."
pissed about that. I would be
I
like,
was
"Fuck
like,
off."
"No." I think I was
Service
like,
with a smile.
"I'm working. Why do I have to look happy?" Like I get so annoyed because it's like, bro, I'm literally like working out basically, like loading a truck. Okay, I'm covered in dirt and sweat.
That's how the
I'm not gonna
conversation
smile.
started. Was like working out and like someone hitting
Yeah.
on you. So we were saying
Yeah.
all the women here agreed that we don't like it because it's just like we're in the zone. We just rather like not be approached while we're working out. So that's how it all like kind of led to this conversation.
Buckaroo is more than acquainted with this conversation. Rabid Wombat says women need to smile more to reduce the murder rate. Thanks for the
No, that would increase it. If you smile,
Yeah.
more, if you smile at someone, that's gonna increase the chances.
Women only
I'd
laugh
say.
at your
I think if
jokes to
men
avoid
want
getting
women to
murdered.
smile, maybe they could just be nice and funny.
I gotta say the
Like
only
have a
nice
time
and
fucking
funny and they'll
personality,
smile.
and then maybe a woman will want to smile at you, bitch.
Okay, Admiral,
I gotta
last
say,
thing.
give me
Last
a
thing,
reason
because
to
we got a
smile,
cycle.
like
yeah,
Last
last
thing.
thing I gotta say, the
Shout out.
most often when I see a woman smiling is right before I get hit in the head with a shoe. So I don't know. It's a double-edged sword here.
With a shoe.
Thanks for
Well, that's
having
just
me.
because it's so funny.
True.
Did you kick him out?
Yeah. Bye. No, he's a good guy. And then I told him it was his
Shout out Admiral Gibbs. We love him.
Gibbs is
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Gibbs is funny. I don't know.
correct
Like I'm trying to think of the last time I told a woman to smile. I can think of the last time I told a man to smile. It was a man who was in the backstage, right? We were getting ready for a show, and he looked sad. I'm like, "Hey, buddy, smile. It'll be okay. We'll get through
Well,
this.
that's a
It'll be fun."
context. So, like
Right?
at the grocery store again, and I think
Oh,
this
like
is
a
like a very,
rando at the
very
grocery store
it's
that I don't
it's a
know.
very common
Yeah, I
thing
wouldn't talk
of
to them.
women. This happens. You're at like you're doing something, you're thinking. For example, this has happened probably like 10 times, 15, 20 times in my lifetime at grocery stores where I'm looking for an item and I just have my regular face, and then some random man comes up to me and was like, "You need to smile." And it's like, am I supposed to be looking at ingredients like this?
That's happened to me on the street. Like,
Yeah, no. Like
I'm
me
like
in the
on the
grocery store
street,
alone.
like
Yeah,
crossing the
exactly.
street, yeah, and then they're like, "Smile!" Like, bro, I'm in a huff. I got to get to the bus stop. I got to
I'm
get
doing
to
things. Like
this
it's not
place
like
or
I'm
that
like
place.
constantly
Like,
like,
yeah.
are we supposed to walk down the street like that? It's crazy to me.
Okay, we got our next contestant on whatever this is.
Oh,
Hi.
hello.
Hi. If you got
Oh,
a camera,
hello.
turn it on.
Oh, yeah, sure. One sec.
Hello, Gray Rack.
1 second here.
No, we can
If
see
that'll
you.
turn
Oh,
on,
we
that'd
saw
be
you for
great.
a second. Your camera is on. It's on currently. Don't touch it. Okay. What do you got for the show? Happy Valentine's Day. First of all, I should be saying that more. Welcome to the Valentine's Day special. Wick's Club for
Bro,
Lonely
smile.
Hearts. Okay.
Is my
It
camera?
was on, but you turned
Oh,
it
it
off.
was on. Now it's off.
How
Yeah.
can
I think if
y'all
you
hear me?
leave the app, it turns off.
Yeah, let me.
Just click the camera button and it'll be on. That's all you need to do.
Technical support. Technical support.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, let me come back into the app.
There you go. There you're fine. You're good.
It might be. It might be a perms issue. Sorry. I don't know.
It's not.
It is not a perms issue, but that's okay.
Okay, what do you have for
Apologies.
us?
Hello.
Hi, you're live.
Hi.
What do you got?
I just checked in because I was in the backstage, so I can hear the conversation. So where are we?
This is a call-in show where you call in and you tell us where we are. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I want to know what the conversation track has been.
You get to bring up your own topic, and then we will respond to it. You can ask a question, or you can tell us about your life, or something else.
Sure. Fair. Politics aren't off the table, I guess. Nah, joke.
Pick something, buddy.
All
You
right,
talk politics. I'm not talking about it.
No worries. I guess a lot of people recently have definitely been worried about not just a lot of Trump's picks, but what Trump's picks have been saying, including whether or not Elon has been too close to Trump's ear. I'm sympathetic to that, despite my inclination towards Trump. But I'm also
I opt out for any of this. By the way, I'm gonna go pee. I opt out.
Okay.
No worries. Yeah, no worries. My apologies.
It's okay, buddy. Does anyone want to address this point, or we can just
It's Valentine's Day. Give us a Valentine's point.
All right. I'll give you a Valentine's Day one. Let's see.
Women, yes or no?
I like women. I like men.
Cool.
I like both.
Base, okay.
Yeah, I like both. I like both a lot. I'm also not too bad on the transes. They're nice. They're decent.
Okay.
So let's actually bring it back to Valentine's Day. How long have been some of your longest relationships?
My longest was 6 years.
6 years. Okay.
Mine was just
So,
short
like-
of 5 years.
Okay. Most of it just dating, or
What do you mean?
like most of it was it just dating, or did you end up engaging, married?
I was in a
or...
serious relationship. We weren't engaged, but we were planning to be.
Just fell apart. It'd be like that.
Yeah, he had a lot of issues.
Nah, same.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in that boat too. That's recently divorcing.
Oh well,
Oh damn! I'm
yeah,
sorry to
that's
hear that.
serious. Yeah.
Is it your
It
fault
is what it is.
or is it hers? That's
It's
mostly a
both.
joke. Okay. I know it's
Good.
usually a
Both.
combination of the two. Sorry.
It's usually a combination of the two. We just didn't know what the other. Well, we kind of knew what the other wanted, and then eventually, once we got to that point of finding out, one of us had a snap, and then we just. That was it.
And how old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
I'm 27.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand that. I feel like a lot of marriages that are entered younger, it's a lot of people who are like, "Oh, we're in love," and that's like the whole reason, without recognizing that marriage is like more than love.
Yeah.
It's a lot more than love. Yeah, so I can
It
totally
is.
understand that.
Yeah, it is a lot more than that, especially like even if you do everything right, quote unquote, like you find someone you meet young, like in high school, because we were high school sweethearts. We ended up dating for a long while, like 4 or 5 years. Then eventually got married. We're married for 3, and then things fell apart. It just
Yeah.
think that might be the trend
It
with a lot of
happens.
marriages, especially just early marriages, I guess.
Happens.
Absolutely. I think a
Well,
lot of people will get like caught up in the romance, like in the theoretical romance, that they don't realize that they need to actually have like a good practical relationship in real life. You actually have to be able
Yeah,
to yeah.
Okay.
Because people are prioritizing the being happy in a relationship rather than the actual work that goes into being a relationship.
Mhm.
And then
Short term
also when
versus
you
long term thinking. Yeah, I get it. Thank you for calling in.
yeah, no worries. My bad. I can bring
It's
more.
all good, brother. I will talk to you later. And we have call-in shows on politics all the time. And
Have a good night.
yeah, have a good night, man.
Yeah, I'll hop in one of those once
You
I get a chance.
should. You should.
Yeah,
Have a good night.
yeah. You too. Bye bye.
Okay. Nice enough, gentlemen.
I missed it, but
It's okay.
sounded nice.
He started political, but then he brought it back around.
He brought
Okay.
it back. He brought it back.
I like I said, I work national defense, so I can't talk anything.
No, makes perfect sense. Majin, welcome to the stream. You're live.
Hello.
We can't see you though until you turn on your camera. There you are. What's
Hey,
up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
You.
Let me mute your stream. How do you going through? Well, hey, I like your background, by the way. Background's looking kind of nice, my man.
Oh,
You know what
thank
I'm
you.
saying?
Thank you. Some wonderful, wonderful gentleman got me these wonderful figures. I don't know who it could be, but they paid
Figures?
a lot of money. Just Warhammer. It's a game. It's a little pretty.
What is
Okay.
Have you put those together? Have you put them together?
Not yet. I'm going to.
Yeah, I was about to
Bro,
say,
what
put
the
them
fuck?
together.
I'm
Get
going
shells.
to. I'm going to. We are. It's a
Dream.
process.
Oh my
It takes a
god!
while.
You can moderate and put those together at the
I'm not
same
gonna do
camera
that.
with your hands.
Replace a
Changing it.
political stream and just build.
No one will
It's
watch.
the best stream. Just sit there building your Warhammer
That's
one.
No
why
one
you
will watch.
build while
It's gonna
you
be your
moderate.
biggest stream ever, and there's got to be one camera on the head.
But no, my community is lovely, especially certain members of my community, and they dipped in
Like
to
the
their
members in
personal
here right
funds.
now.
Yes, like members in here right now. Dipped into the personal they treated me like an e-girl.
More to come.
They treated me
More
like
to
an e-girl
come.
and brought me stuff. No, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. But what do you got for the panel today? What do you got for the show? What do you got for
Man, I was trying to actually come up with something. I think I got something. I think I'm there. All right. So first, I'm gonna start
Happy
off
Valentine's
with
Day. Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you ladies too. I kind of want
You
to
as well.
ask y'all, how old do y'all think I am? Just real quick to get into this.
32.
That was gonna be my guess.
Okay.
I was thinking
was-
32 in my head.
That was literally my guess.
32 is the consensus.
Everybody 30 all across the board. Okay.
I
Okay, and
won't. I
appreciate
won't
y'all.
say it because I know.
Yeah, he
so.
knows. He knows. I thought Buckaroo knew too. No, I'm 40.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
Man.
I had no idea.
thank you.
You said 42?
No, 40.
Just
Just
40.
40.
Oh my god, I was reading a text and I thought you said.
Nah.
Well,
So I was married for, I've had a few long-term relationships. I've been on
Sure.
this planet for a while. I was married for 10 years. We ended up divorcing back in 2016. Since then, I've been living the bachelor life again. I have no problem with finding a date. Um, you know, I can Tinder. I usually like to cold approach. I am a bouncer. I work in a lot of public spaces and do stuff like that. Um, Nightlife, so on and so forth. My problem that I'm having, you know, is actually like finding somebody I give a damn about. Like it's like, and I think that has to come from like,
I hear
like
you.
where it comes from. Like I was married. I was married for 10 years.
Oh,
I was
I was
happy.
not, but I've been struggling as well with that.
So like, and I found myself falling into the hookup culture, and like it's just like a few, like most of my relationships are like a couple of months now, and then we're just like, oh yeah, we knew this was gonna work out, but we
But
was
is
getting
that
wedded.
hookup culture? I feel like that's something else. If you guys were talking for months, like
Like
you guys
max
both knew it was
3.
hookups, though.
Well, I
You guys
mean,
were barely texting unless
once
the
you get
hookup
past
happened.
And no
25, like
title, no
months
Yeah,
is
title,
like
yeah,
no
yeah.
5
title.
dates. Months is like 5 dates or something. Once you get past like 25, I feel like
Yeah.
months is like normal. It's like a very short term, at least in my experience. Like I see that as a short term relationship. I don't see that as like long term in any regard.
You
So
don't
I'm
see months as a long term?
No.
No,
no,
no.
fuck no,
Who?
Less than a year, nothing.
nah.
Wait, everyone here. I mean,
That's in
how
the
old is
wind.
every? Okay,
I'm
maybe
I'm
we should have said
20.
age.
I'm 29.
You're 29 and you don't think a few months like means anything in a relationship?
Nope.
How many
I mean,
relationships
like
have you been in?
5, 4. The last relationship I was in was like almost 5 years. But it's just like both of us are busy. Both of us have shit to do. It's not like I'm gonna be free every single night.
You
No,
guys,
it's
And it's not like I'm eager enough to start like canceling all my plans just so I can see one person.
here's the
It's
deal.
like, you know what? It's taken months for me to see my best friend. Okay, I'm not gonna pause that just so I can see this man that may or may not show up next week. Like,
so
so
that
it is months
I'm
to me.
gonna
That's like
I'm gonna
short
give you
term
the I'm
so
gonna
because
give you
that's
the
what
hot.
I kind of mean by that. No,
Mm.
pause real quick. So that's what I kind of mean for like you're telling me how busy you are and stuff like that. So for you to consistently talk to the same person for months, even though considering how busy you are and you're still continually talking to them for like 4 or 5 months, that feels like more of a relationship for me. For I'm struggling right now is because I'm like when on one date and then I said I can't talk to you for 3 weeks because I'm out of town for 3 weeks. And then like so I'm so busy with work that I can't talk with them. And they
to be
drop
clear,
me usually, and that's
I'm
fine.
not as busy
I
as
mean,
it
that is a
sounds.
tall ask, though. I'd be like 3 weeks. You can't not
I'm
a
nowhere
text.
near that.
Well, I
But
can
like
text them, but we can't hang out as much.
Well, now
But
that
Oh,
that's what I
okay.
mean
Hanging
is
out is
like
cool. Yeah, like if I could call you on the
But
phone,
yeah,
that's
if
fine.
I ain't
I'm
getting
very
a
much
message
like
for
no,
3 weeks,
exactly.
I'm like, did you not like me or something? Like 3
Yeah,
weeks is a
no.
long fucking time. But here's the deal.
But
Here's a real talk. Here's a real thing. And this goes into the discussion. If you don't know you want a long-term relationship or not within a few months, then you don't want a long-term relationship with the person. That's just it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think like the thing is like I'm finding
And
like
if you don't know if you want to marry them after a year, you don't want to marry them. That's it.
and I'm a little shallow. You know what I'm saying? Like I have standards. Like
What are your standards?
one to
What makes
zero,
you shallow?
1 to 0 kids.
Oh, so
Uh,
shallow.
I guess. um, they got to be on the prettier side. I don't want to date somebody I can't
Oh
look
my God,
at,
you want to be
no matter
attracted
the
to her?
personality.
Shallow.
Oh yeah. How dare you be attracted to the
Vapid.
you
person you
know.
want to date?
I feel like guys have a completely different idea of shallow than women because I've heard so many guys bring this up. Like Soypill earlier, he was even like, well, is it shallow of me to want to be able to have a smart conversation with my girlfriend? Like, no, it's not shallow to have standards. It's not shallow to seek out like something specific. If it was something that, if it was like, well, I don't want her hair to be brown. Well, I don't want her to listen to this kind of music. Like, those are shallow. But if it's about stuff that strongly affects the future of your relationship or that weighs in on like every single conversation, that's not shallow. That's reasonable.
We talked about this earlier, even with cohort
So
when he was saying he
yeah,
wants
yeah.
a traditional woman. I said,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fine. Like I want an ambitious man in general. Like in just like it doesn't necessarily for me have to be like a certain point of his life. Like as in like he doesn't have to be ambitious in a father, a job, etc. Like I just want him to be ambitious in something. So like it's different, but it's still at the same grand scheme of things, same scope. Like we want something in our partner. Like it doesn't matter what it is, it could develop into more, but like we want something. We normally as humans just want something out of our partners, right?
See, I think one of the problems I'm having with like finding someone, because like I hate this date atmosphere, like like having to go out, like not like cute dates are cool, you know what I'm saying, but the fancier dates, like, I'm not really with that.
I've
I
only
come
gone on
from
3.
I'm used to having like kickbacks at my house, right? Where all the homies would come over, homegirls, bring some friends, and then finding somebody out of the pool of people that were in my network, Nowadays, all my friends are married. We can't do kickbacks like that no more. Nor do people want like, I invited this girl over. Now I understand she thought fully like, hey, come over to my place, Netflix and chill. But I generally we just wanted to grill, have her kick it with my brother and the homies, and have a few beers. Get to know her, get her involved with the crew. What she would probably be around majority if we actually got together, off the table. And this has not only been just one girl.
Wait, I kind of like that though. I wish. I guess she would get intimidated. If the only reason I would accept that is if I could bring my as well.
Yeah, it's a social get together.
Yeah.
We used to, with my ex-wife, we would play Rock Band in the basement with me and a bunch of the coworkers.
I love Rock Band, but no, I love that idea of, but you have to, I think, emphasis beginning of it. I would love a social gathering, see if like everyone gets along with everyone.
Okay, here's a good question.
And maybe it would be helpful. Can I just say, maybe it would be helpful to suggest something on neutral grounds. It could just be that it's at your house that makes her uncomfortable. Maybe if it's like all of you guys hanging out, but you're somewhere else, she might be more willing because she feels more comfortable that it's not like just your house,
The older I get, the more of a cheap bastard I've become, and I have a very.
I know, yeah. I was thinking like that is expensive, but
brother, Majin, have you spent more money on me than you have on your dates? That's crazy.
I think
that's
the last
crazy. What is going on? Okay. $5. This is a good question from chat, actually, for $5 from Deej Nuts. Ladies, and I want to hear your answer. My son wants to know your best Valentine's Day card message.
I want the ladies who have not been talking to.
Yeah. What's a best
Julie's gone,
Valentine's?
so just ignore her.
What's a best Valentine's message or card or something that you've gotten? Let's ask.
That we've gotten?
Yeah, that you've gotten.
No, the ladies who have not.
I was excited.
Aqua first, and then Brom.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
The rest of them. Oh no!
We can't hear you, Aqua.
Oh no!
Wait, we can hear her or no?
I can't.
No.
Shoot, my bad. I've never actually gotten a Valentine's Day card before.
What?
Like not even in elementary school?
Like what about a message, like a Valentine's DM
yeah,
or
but
something?
like that's just like the lollipop stuff. Nobody really ever wrote anything special or anything.
High school?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, me neither. Actually, now that I think about it,
men are pussy
from
now.
my grandmother.
That's crazy.
What are men just failures nowadays?
I would
yeah,
like
pretty
hand
much.
make.
The standards are so low, it's actually sickening.
Like I do all that
Holy
shit,
shit.
bro. Like,
I'm thinking of writing all y'all who haven't ever gotten a Valentine's message just to give you one, right? Like just so you can know what it's like. What you've never had a Valentine's message?
I had a boyfriend for 4 years, so I have like something.
Sure, but like if you've never had a guy write you something, like maybe not even for Valentine's Day, but maybe for like fucking I don't know, like just
I think it's
wrote
cringe
you a
when guys write
poem,
me things.
then what's going on, right?
I think that's cringe.
You think that's cringe?
Oh,
man, you never had that.
Is this like a bad take? I think it's
It's
cringe.
bad.
Like music is well. If you try to sing to me, I might.
Oh, I hate that. No, if a guy tries to sing to me, I'm
reasonable. The
not
singing is
interested.
reasonable.
Hold
I
up.
hate
No, when I was younger, I would bring my
Whoa,
guitar
no.
specifically, okay,
Okay,
to
but that
serenade
was
women.
Singing is reasonable.
Okay.
No,
But the
no,
guitar
It worked.
It's gotta be a
You talking?
specific
No,
type
no.
of
You saying that's
girl.
cringe? You, my
With my
results.
ex-wife.
That's a
My
specific
results
type
say
of
you're a
girl.
liar. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
With my
If I
ex-wife,
have
when
had men sing to me before and I did not like it at
my
all.
Yeah, the
ex-wife,
singing take is reasonable.
like I said, with the rock band thing, right? So when
Rock
we
band's
were first
different.
kind
We
of
can play
like when we
together.
were first starting to like date, right? I invited her over and I brought all the homies over, right? And I think it was Journey, Living on a Prayer. Like I sang it for her. Like everybody played a rock band and we just and
Again,
she
rock band and
loved it.
karaoke is different
Loved
than
it.
That's
you
reasonable.
being like, I have a
Yeah.
song for you. You sitting her down, you're both sitting, and you start like playing guitar and serenading her. I can't do that. If it's one-on-one, you serenading her like living on a prayer.
Anyway,
I
here's
wouldn't be able
Wonderwall.
to do
I get that. I get that. I'd be like, this is a bit much.
No,
Thank
that's
you.
great. No, what are you talking about? Like, look, if a
Maybe
woman,
like at
if
the
a woman came up to
anniversary
me,
thing.
no, here's the deal,
can't
right?
do it.
Ladies, if a woman come up to me and was like, "Hey, I wrote you a song," I'd be like, "Fuck yes, you did. Hell yeah, that's flattering. What's going on? What are you talking
Well, that's
about?"
just because men love to be adored.
Yes,
True.
we do. That's true.
True.
Okay,
What
flattery will get
singing,
you
though, and like
It
everywhere.
depends if they're a good singer or not, because I can't just sit there and like listen to the song
Yeah,
and then
you
feel
gotta
like I'm
listen through
lying to this person
whole
that
song.
I'm enjoying it.
Living on a
Yep.
prayer. Like you gotta be like,
It would
yeah.
look. It would even if it was bad. It would be sweet. I don't know. You guys, romance is dead. No
It
matter
would
if
be
you've never
sweet,
gotten
but in the
Valentine's
same way
messages.
that like my little brother singing to me would be sweet.
Yes.
Not in the way that like someone I want to then have sex with would be.
Yes.
Romance.
She
is
knows
dead.
it.
That's all.
It was sweet in
Not
the sense
fuckable
that you
energy.
feel bad
Romance
almost.
is
You're like,
dead.
oh, that's
So-
sweet.
so
Why
what if
don't
y'all
men,
were
why
on your
don't
first-
men why don't men treat us nice anymore? They cry while saying, "Oh, it's cringe when they do nice things." What are you talking?
Okay,
about?
if a woman sings
I just said I don't want to be serenaded.
You can
if
do nice
a
things that
woman
aren't that.
serenaded you as well. Okay, imagine Whick. Get this. Guitar out. I'm the bad guy. Not necessarily bad guy, but I'm not the bad guy. I'm
And
the
then he wants to have sex
type.
with you immediately after.
If a woman,
you're telling me
if I
if a
like the
woman
woman already, then we're going to Pound Town immediately after. If I don't like the woman, then I'll be. This is sweet, but I'm not into it. That's the thing. Are they hot?
Well, that's how it is for girls as well. Then that's exactly
If
what it
yes,
is for girls.
hell yeah. If no,
No, don't
hell
use your
no.
music as a riz tactic.
Look,
But like I think
poetry,
on, like,
the written word, music.
That is a
if
really
you're
cute
decent
cat.
at it, works. It works. I don't know what you're
She
talking about.
loves to
okay?
look up at me too sometimes. She'll like look up into my eyes.
What about you?
when
Okay,
I'm-
Bronwyn.
My
What
friend's
about you?
cat. What's that kitty's name?
Hold on. We only got through one person. Yeah, what is the kitty's name?
Jessie.
Jessie.
Cute.
Jesse's girl.
Yeah.
That's a good song to sing. That's a
Should
good
we all
song to
sing
sing.
it?
Yeah. Is
To
it
you
good song?
guys?
See,
Serenade?
if somebody was singing to my cat,
serenade?
then I'd be
Serenade.
like, you know
Let's
what?
do it.
This is
Maji's
hot.
here. Maji's here. He's our guest right now. Serenade Majin.
Jesse's girl.
I don't know how it goes after that.
I think I'm gonna get reported from all my.
Oh, yeah, I don't need
Okay.
There it is.
None of you
Read.
know the words. Great. Bronwyn, what's the best
Doesn't
message,
even have a
Valentine's
read.
message you ever gotten?
I got one time. It was how'd it go? I rolled a nat 1 on perception because I only have eyes for you.
I love it. The geeky
That's
gamer
so
shit.
precious.
Did it work?
That is dope.
That's adorable. I love that.
See, I want to use a line like that on a girl.
Right?
I want something like that to work for me, and it just won't because any girl that I talk to would be like, "You play video games?" I'm like, "Yes,"
See,
and I like nerd stuff.
I think that's where.
Don't let me have to get into my Warhammer collection, bruh. They're like, "You paint miniatures?" Oh, bro, it's usually the buzzkill right there, bro. It's over with.
You gotta
See, when a
find
man
men
paints-
who are down for that. That's where like you got to work on that. Like
The
you were
problem
talking
is women who
right?
are for that get swooped
Why
up.
can't
Like,
my charisma and handsome looks carry me through that though?
It will, but then it'll end up with somebody who like is not interested in the same interests you have, and that's not
He
fun.
froze. He's got great teeth. He froze to me.
Yeah, he's frozen a
Drew,
little
you're
bit.
frozen,
Please
but you
don't
do have
use
nice teeth, Drew.
They got him. They
Yeah,
got
I
him.
always made Valentine's cards for other people. So I would like
Majin,
make
I
that.
love you.
I love paper cutting, so I would like paper cut cards for my boyfriend. So I made one that was like fucking like Breaking Bad themed, for example.
Okay, my favorite Valentines that I've seen this season. I'm looking for it. Okay, here it is. There's no. It's got a picture of RFK Jr. and it says, "There's no safe and effective vaccine for my love." Okay.
Oh, that's so base.
Spot on. Okay. No, I love the funny ones. Okay, I love the
It should
funny
be I
ones.
drink my milk
that's
raw.
my Valentine's Day card.
Okay, we're running out of time. We'll do one more and then we'll end it.
How many
Ben
people
Riley?
are in the waiting room though?
5.
Ben Riley, he's been here since.
We could do it at once. Bring them all in at once.
Yeah, no.
Speed
All
round.
at once?
Every single one at once.
Everyone
Let's go.
once? Let's take them
Everyone
all at the
once.
same time?
Each ask
Speed
a question.
round.
Let's go
Ask a
Lily
question.
Phillips on this shit? Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, bring them in. Let's
Hi,
go.
Ben Riley.
Let's go.
I did so.
All of them, all at once.
Hi, Audacity.
Cameras on.
Okay, cameras on, boys, so we can see you.
You've been brought in the group.
If you disagree, you're gonna
This is
get
because
moved out.
we're
Well,
last
what's
one,
happening
right?
here? What's going on?
Well,
It's a group.
Why am I
Cameras on.
disagreeing?
Oh,
What can I
we just
disagree about?
Oh dear. All right.
Just cameras on. That was.
There we go.
I
Put it on
cannot.
camera.
It won't let me turn on my camera. I think
Why?
there's too many people
Your
in here.
camera is on.
There's not. I
that's
promise
not how it
you,
works.
that's not the
Oh,
issue.
Audacity.
I love.
Yeah,
the
I don't.
look
I don't
there,
have
buddy.
any camera access. 40 stories up, adherent to the side of a building. So
We can still hear you, so it's all good.
Audacity, do it. Put hot for the teacher.
It's looking hot
Do it
for the
right now.
teacher right now, man.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm here to get assessed. I'm here to get. What do you think? What do you think of a pirate? That's Scottish. Spends a lot of the time out on the high seas. Do you think this is manageable? Do you think you can do anything with this? Could you fix this?
So me personally, I love pirates. I spoke first because One Piece is my favorite anime of all times, and I have so many pirate things. And every single game and anime I ever watch and play, pirates are my favorite. So probably.
Yeah, I heard One Piece is popular in Gaza or whatever the fuck too.
Don't know anything about that. I think you're probably
Those are Houthis.
referencing.
Those are
I think you're
Houthis.
probably
Oh,
referencing.
the Houthis, yeah.
Referencing Hassan is my guess. But thing is, I like One Piece, the anime from Japan. Totta Nihongo wakaru, right? I'm Asian. I speak Japanese. Like.
The only things I've picked up.
Yeah,
of
we
Japanese
get it.
is
We get it.
Deja vu. Let me see what else I've picked up.
Deja
on
vu
Japanese.
I know
Deja vu
Totomodosuki
des.
does.
Ditso des. Jorushike. I may be killing it. I may be killing the pronunciation, but if I remember correctly, it's
Joseph.
Ditso des.
Korean is better. Hey, Korean's better.
yeah, so I only know enough. I only know enough Japanese to watch porn without subtitles.
Little
so I don't really
Korean,
think I
but,
can relate
All right,
to
so
that.
I had a real question. I got a real
Without
question for the group.
subtitles.
What is what's the best love language, and why is it physical touch?
My physical touch
Oh, I
is
was
like
gonna say
0
C
because
sharp,
it's
but whatever.
It's
expected
not
for
physical
me.
touch at all. It's just awful.
So my love language, I've done the test like a
Hold
million
on,
times,
what,
but
the
it's
internet
like
ladies don't like physical touch. Color me shocked.
No, you're so wrong.
Because
It's not
expected for me. It's
No,
not like
okay, so here's the thing.
surprise.
It's not that women don't like physical touch. Women love physical touch. Women hate physical touch. Is every time that you touch them, it leads to sex. Like, if every time you rub your hand across my back, I know that it's gonna lead to you trying to have sex with me, I don't want it. I hate it.
Some people
I
agree.
want to be able to be. I want to have physical touch without it leading to sex. Is that
agree.
too bad?
I disagree.
Okay, well you're fucking crazy, but
What, dude? What the fuck? Are you okay? Jesus Christ!
she's crazy.
Yeah,
She's
no, this
crazy.
is another reason why I think the whole I don't really do the whole hugging thing, like a firm handshake.
He's gonna
is
get
usually-
fucked right away, so he doesn't do hugging.
Yeah,
He's gonna get
firm
fucked.
handshake.
Is that what happens
Scared
every
to get fucked.
man?
I will say.
Men will hug
No, he's
you.
there.
I will say.
I
will
gotta
say
say,
once
if
I
a
went for a
guy,
hand.
if a guy cannot get hugged by a woman without getting hard,
That guy got a problem right there.
Bro, you were talking
Agree.
about taking Cialis in the backstage. Don't be talking about that. Jesus Christ, bro. Come on.
I wasn't talking about
Buckaroo, what were you
Cialis.
about to say? I
That was
couldn't
somebody
hear you.
else.
Why are you
It wasn't
exposing
me.
the bros? This is crazy. These are your
Hey, man.
bros. Keep it to yourself, you
I'm-
fucking weirdo.
I'm 43
So real.
years old. You know, I realize
You don't
in
have
the
to say
next 20,
anything
30 years,
about your
No,
body.
you don't
that
gotta
you
say
don't want.
shit. No defense for you. You keep doing what you're doing. Fuck that bitch, though. Fuck you, whoever said that.
I'm good, but it wasn't me. I did not say
Alright.
anything about Cialis. It was somebody else. You're hiding in the dark.
That's
over
right,
there,
it was
Rick.
somebody
I have
else.
no idea what's
Forgot.
going on. I'm just yelling at people. Sorry.
He
No,
just
keep
threw me
yelling
under
at
the
him. He
bus.
deserves it.
It's a good thing I'm an
It's a
acrobat.
Whick panel. What else would it be? Jesus.
I'm just stuck
So
on it.
just
He's like,
I
he-
actually,
he's
I
just
actually
not
have
I
a
just
curious
want to.
about
I
it.
just want to let you guys know
here.
that you all wanted this. You all asked me to bring them all on the
No,
same
no,
time.
no. Let's pretend that
I
wasn't
did
the
not.
question.
Wow,
Let's
man.
move on to the next question.
I
of
did not
another
ask
guy,
We don't need to
right?
talk about.
Okay,
Yeah,
what's
no,
what
no,
else
but
we got?
I
Okay,
actually have a serious
okay.
question.
Let's move on. Let's move on from the
Yeah,
topic.
yeah, okay.
Right, like hugging, based. Okay, shaking hands, also
Based.
based. It's okay,
Mhm.
right?
I'm
What you
gonna
got for
tell
us?
you out
Let's
of
give
my
it to
own
that one guy. I
experience-
haven't
Well, no.
heard from that one
Yeah,
guy.
no, no, no.
That one
Everyone
guy?
had a question, right?
Yeah, that one
Let's
guy
go.
had a question.
Well, no, I had a question.
Oh,
so,
go ahead.
So,
Ask your question.
is it possible in today's modern society to be a feminist and also like quote unquote celebrate Thanksgiving and all these extra holidays?
Yes.
Where
Why wouldn't it be?
No.
I'm asking right now. What?
Celebrate
Why?
Thanksgiving? No. No, not Thanksgiving.
Why?
Buckaroo is
Other
fucking
than
with
all the
her.
women who were slaughtered so that we could celebrate Thanksgiving.
Can I not eat
Anti-feminist.
turkey while also
No, you can
remembering them?
You can enjoy the turkey.
There.
Okay, but don't you call it Thanksgiving? It's Turkey Day or nothing.
I'm Canadian. Is that different then?
Yes. It is.
oh yeah, that's
I
right.
have no
This is a
idea
very
what Canadian
American-
Thanksgiving means. Your
Hey,
Thanksgiving
it's
is in the
different.
wrong
I'm
time anyway.
celebrating. Hey, come to Canada for
It's a
Thanksgiving.
different day. It's a different day. It's like
Yeah, but then
October.
you have to turn down Halloween.
No,
Yeah,
she
I wanna say
doesn't
something
either
real-
because
real quick.
again,
Yeah, we're on Halloween.
both dates and both
Ish.
meanings are different for.
Out of my
No, Halloween's
experience-
the same date, but I think it's still for different reasons.
It's different. That's what I'm saying. Different days,
Yeah.
different reasons.
But yeah. Anyways, doesn't
Real
matter.
quickly, out of my experience, the best love language a man can have is know how to cook, know how to wash clothes, and know how to fucking
Acts of service
clean the
then?
house.
It's
And after that,
Leave the house. Wait, are your hands itchy?
No, not
No.
everybody knows how to do that. In fact,
Money.
plenty of men
No,
do
I
not
know,
know how to
damn
do
well
that.
not everybody knows how, but isn't that something that we should just hold everybody to? Like I would love for anyone to know how to cook, everyone to know how to do their laundry. Like these are just
If you
what
don't
the
know
hell
how
are
to
we
do your
doing?
laundry, you need to like wake up in society.
Yeah, that's
Especially
like adulting.
yeah.
Like,
On the day to day,
Like,
on the day to day.
My
Here's
thing
the
is,
deal.
what have you been doing this whole time?
They get their mommy to wash their clothes.
Well, here's the
Well,
deal.
no, it's kind of like when
Fast.
COVID. No, it's like when COVID hit and people were like, "Make sure you wash your hands." I'm like, "What the fuck have you been doing?" Like,
Some people legit don't know how to wash their
Don't
hands.
wash
They
your
don't know to
hands.
scrub under their nails and
Legit.
stuff.
It was
It's not
nasty,
even
bro.
it's not even a joke. Some people do this. Rinse them and go. That's not
Some people
washing your
don't even do
hands, you
that.
freak. That
I
is
work
not.
out-
You need
I
to
work-
scrub under your nails every time you piss, every time you shit, every time you touch a door handle in public.
I think you struck
Whick, can you get me to rejoin? I'm turning on my camera. Okay. Give me two.
What?
I don't know.
I think he
What
turned
was
on his
that?
camera.
Yeah, people are just nasty, my guy. I worked at a grocery store during COVID, and the worst part about it, there would be people at our job and go use the bathroom. I'm in the bathroom as well. I'm like standing right next to you, my guy. You go. You don't even turn the water on. You don't even.
well, the
walk
point
out
I'm
the door.
making. The
I'm
point
just
I'm making,
like,
like
my
tongue in
guy,
cheek.
come back here. You work in produce. Wash your hands,
Yeah.
you nasty fuck.
No,
But
the
that's how
point I'm
people
making,
are.
like tongue in cheek, is like, why is it that like a lot of like basic adulting things are considered like, oh well, if a woman knows how to do this, I'm like, well, it just seems weird to me. Like,
I'll answer your question
Look.
because there's an answer, if I may. There's an answer to this. There's a difference between
Yeah.
knowing how to cook and then cooking for someone. So, like on the normal, if you want me to cook, you're
Wrong.
gonna eat what I cook. Okay. If you
Not
don't
the
like
answer.
it, fuck off. But if I like you, I will cook what you want because I like you, right?
Not true. It's just because men love making women do shit for them instead of learning how to do it themselves. It just
Honestly, kind of based. But listen, that's not just a man thing though. I do love like I will say throughout my entire childhood
Can you
I
open
was
this
kind
jar
of
for
like the
me?
stereotypical, like I was the useless friend. I would come over to my friends' houses and they would do everything for me, but it's not because it literally because when I tried to like cook with them, I would fuck things up. I would ruin it. I would get in their way. I would slow them down. I would make it annoying for them. Like just being able to like sit back and relax because you know that you're useless, like men are, is amazing. It's blissful. Beautiful.
And
I'm
she's,
the friend.
she's
I'm the
wait,
friend. Hold
wait,
on.
repeat.
Kirby knows. Kirby knows. Kirby
She's
cooks for me every time we hang out.
visiting me soon, and she's doing the same shit. I know
Because it's
exactly. I've
true.
seen this. I've seen this. I'm like,
She was in my house. She's literally. She drove 8 hours to Canada, and she's in my kitchen cooking, bitch.
Like she's in bed watching Love Is Blind, and I cooked a Thanksgiving meal, turkey, Thanksgiving potatoes.
I'm like, this could be a little saltier or
something,
something.
and she's in bed. She's like, yeah, that sounds good. Thanks.
I'm the friend. I'm the
Bro.
friend who, if I'm in the kitchen and somebody comes in of the group of friends to try to help me, they know they're gonna get chewed out because I don't want anybody
You're
in the
terrible?
kitchen fucking
That's
up
why?
my work and doing what because cooking for somebody else is the essence of cooking, man. Doesn't matter if
Yeah,
you
it does
love them
feel
or
good.
not, or if they're a friend.
You know, I have that
Yeah.
exact
You're
same
cooking for
philosophy
somebody.
when it comes to like, you know, mating, right? And engaging in sexual relations, as the kids call it these days. Like, I'm like, you know what? How about I alleviate any kind of like responsibility or like stress, since you know, like your life is already so difficult already. Yeah, you know, I'll just take care of it.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna call it mating. But gang, we do have to go.
Don't
It
do that.
is over 8, past 8, and I want to thank all these wonderful people, well, especially the ladies, for giving us their time
would
and their
hope.
attention. I want to give each of you a small outro. Please keep it brief. Tell people who you are, where they can find you, and wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day. We'll start with Buckaroo, and we'll go around. Buckaroo.
Hi, I'm Big Papa Buckaroo. You can find me on YouTube at Big Papa Buckaroo. I'm gonna post something soon. You can find me on X, Twitter, Big Papa Buckaroo, and thanks for having me. It's been fun.
Thanks. Have a great night. Happy Valentine's. Bronwyn.
Happy Valentine's to everybody. I'm Bronwyn. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch, Softcore Gamer Girl. I stream Baldur's Gate 1 every Wednesday. I think I'm almost done.
Me and Julie have been doing Baldur's Gate 3.
Well, I'm working like I'm on 1, and then I'm gonna do 2, and then hopefully by then.
You've never done 3? Okay,
Let us know when you're on 3, because we got some little tips and tricks. Okay, let us know.
We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm almost through 1, or at least I thought I was until I realized the dungeon was huge. So we'll see. And then there's a whole bunch of side quests that I haven't done yet. That's great fun. I mean, a lot of times I'm just walking right into traps and getting blown up and shit. So that's always fun. So you can come watch me there, and yeah, thanks for having me on.
No, thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. Next up, we got Kirby.
Me? Oh, so I haven't streamed for a bit, but I'm Kirby. I work full time, but I talk about my job sometimes. I work national defense. Sometimes it's cool. I also play a lot of games. Also do just chatting. So whatever you like. So
it's okay.
Am I closing up after my outro? I'm scared.
No, stay with me. Don't leave me.
If you like.
Hey,
Happy
RBEPHINE is my handle.
What do you do for national defense?
Strategic
You can't tell
planning
him.
associate. I
Don't
can.
tell him.
I work a lot of international. I work with a lot of government affairs. I work a lot of marketing. Depends.
Okay.
Depends on the week.
Well, thank you for being here. Happy Valentine's Day. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
stick around and chat with Julie if you like. Speaking of Julie, go ahead.
I'm Julie.
I am Julie.
I think. Sorry.
She is the whore that fucking cheats on everyone.
Slow. Slow. What the fuck?
I needed that.
Anyways, I'm just trying to have a good time. I don't know what that was. We're gonna play Baldur's after this, but I might never speak to her again after that.
She's visiting me in a day.
I'm flying from fucking Vancouver, BC to fucking DC, Washington. I have to do 15 hours of traveling in 2 days.
Oh my god.
And I literally, I'm not joking. I fly there Sunday. I get back Monday, another 15 hours of traveling. Tuesday I have a midterm. Wednesday I have a midterm.
Yeah, but I work, so it's fine. You're gonna study all day. I work at 9 to 5. You're fine.
We'll check her out, gang.
Move on.
Happy
Move on.
Valentine's Day. Thank you for being
Move
here.
on.
Next up, last but certainly not least, Aqua Moose. Sorry, your camera.
Love her. I'm so happy you came.
Yeah,
we gotta teach her how to.
You gotta let her talk.
Discord shit.
That's what you gotta do.
No.
You gotta let her
We're gonna
talk.
let her do Discord next time. Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm Aqua,
We love
and
her.
I'm Aqua, and I'm horrible at tech stuff. Please save me, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But yeah, I like to do nails, cooking, all kinds of stuff, and you can find me on Kick. I stream predominantly on Kick more than anything. So yeah, you can find me there, at Aqua Moose.
Check her out, gang, on Kick. Thanks for being here, gang, and happy Valentine's Day. To my audience, gang, what do we got coming up next week? Next week, we got some great shows. Monday, we're going to have Soy Pill on. He's going to be debating some Republicans. That should be fun. On Tuesday, we're going to have Harmony Ginger. We're going to have Richard Witters. We're going to have a few others. We're going to be talking about, is D&D best played as a war game? That should be fun as well. On Wednesday, there's a debate between Dietzu and Admiral Gibbs on the cartels in Latin America and stuff like that, and that should be fun.
Put me on Gibbs apparently wants me in a debate with him at some point.
About
We're
what?
gonna be debating. Oh, you guys, can I moderate?
No politics. He just said he wants to debate.
Okay.
Oh, we can play League. Does he play League?
I'll let you guys can do that. Gang, I
Ignore
love
that,
you all.
ignore that.
Happy
You're
Valentine's
playing
Day.
with us, Whick.
And I'll get you. Yeah, I will play and I'll beat you. at League.
Ore wa
I'll
ditsu.
talk to you guys later.
I don't know this
Ore wa naru.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay.
Bye.